Hello, chat. What's happening, y'all? How we doing? I was supposed to stream Friday, but it was an important little guy's birthday. Hold on. I will share that image with the Discord. Hold on, and then probably post it on social media. Hold on. Here we go. John Chairs. IRL. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. I found it. Okay. What's up, guys? What's up? Dude, okay. So yeah, I went out last night instead of fucking streaming. God forbid I have a social life. What's up, guys? I'm also on camera today. So I had debated whether or not I'm gonna like double down into Mr. VTuber guy. I actually like doing the VTuber a lot more. I feel like I'm more animated and expressive. It's just a lot more fun. Personally, I like doing it more. I just do. But the thing is I don't know whether or not the audience will like that. So today I'm on camera and I'm seeing what it is. But do it from time to time as your channel, brah. Yeah, but this is also like a business, baby, okay? A business where we make money, all right? It's all about the dollar bills at the end of the day, all right? Depends, will the VTuber give us the watermelon faster? But yeah, man, I went out last night with the John Chairs, Joey, and fair. I'm here for your opinion, VTuber or nah. But yeah, man, I went out with him last night, and this might be the craziest pre-stream chat I've had in a while. So, happy birthday to the John Chairs. But also to follow up, we were hanging out in his backyard. We we were just chopping it up with some of his other homies, and there was a guy called Giovanni there. I'll kind of spread out these Giovanni stories. I don't know how much of a character he's gonna be, but he is a character, okay? But Giovanni brought up waterboarding as an idea, okay? Giovanni brought up waterboarding, okay? Now, this is my first time meeting this Giovanni guy at Joey's birthday. And Giovanni showed up with a wrinkled button-down shirt that he, like, dug out of the hamper, right? And it was inside out, so you could see the tag, and it said, like, John Abercrombie on the back, right? And it had, like, a green stain in the middle of it. And it was so wrinkled, you would have sworn that he threw it through a fucking washing machine, okay? And he brought up waterboarding, and he was like, I think I could do waterboarding. I'm built different. Now, to be clear, this man was dressed like a homeless person, and he said that. And I was like, no, you can't. And he's like, yeah, I can. He's like, and then basically the conversation escalated where I was like, I'll bet you $100 you can't last 30 minutes being waterboarded. He's like, $100? I could do $100 for 30 minutes, right? So Giovanni gets prepared to get waterboarded. He consented to this, by the way. This was a consensual activity that everybody engaged in. To be clear, everybody consensually engaged in this activity. Diesel, are you telling a story where you killed a guy? No. So we got his enthusiastic consent to waterboard him. He did not make it 30 seconds. He didn't make it 30 seconds. And he was like, that wasn't that bad. After you solicited him, Diesel. No, he offered to do it with no money. So I said I would give you money for doing it. Okay. All right. So did he not know what waterboarding is? No, he did not know what waterboarding is. And that was one of my first experiences with Giovanni. Now, after he got waterboarded, we all offered to waterboard each other. Okay? So after he got waterboarded, I got waterboarded. Okay? Are you guys like 20? Like, yes, actually. Okay. So we all offered to do it as well. And it was the worst experience ever. I can't believe they do that shit to people to get information out of them. Okay. This was unironically one of the worst experiences of my entire life. So to be clear, if you don't know what waterboarding is, they put a wet towel over your face, have you hang at an angle where your head is down like this, right? And then they pour water on you and you're bound, right? So you experience this feeling of drowning, but the way it's designed...
Cool Anime Girls celebrates 15 months of membership. Oh goodness, wonder if Rose is gonna show up, lol.
Who knows? Who knows? Hopefully she doesn't come in on the waterboarding discussion. But the way that waterboarding is designed is like you don't really drown, you just kind of like feel like you're drowning. It's a horrible experience. It's a horrible experience. I don't recommend it to anybody. But Giovanni like desperately was like, yeah, let's do it. And then after being waterboarded, and we were like, we're not doing it again, Giovanni. He was like, I'll do it again. He's like, I can do it again. I can do it again. I can do it again. Let me do it again. And it's just like, guy, we're done. Why do you want to be waterboarded so bad, bro? Like, what's going on with you? All right. Were you drunk? No, I was unapologetically sober. Okay. There was no alcohol. There was no alcohol. When I met Giovanni, he was like a homeless guy, right? But to follow up on that, Giovanni brings a bar of soap with him everywhere he goes. Everywhere he goes. So he would take out his bar of soap and then he would wash his hands for 30 minutes. Giovanni's a germaphobe, right? Which isn't the weird part, but the weird part is that he brings a bar of soap with him everywhere he goes, right? At least he's clean. No, this guy smelled bad. He smelled bad, number one. Number two, his shirt was dirty, okay? Number three, he spent the entire evening sopping wet from waterboarding. So you waterboarded a homeless guy? No, I dropped him off at his home. He is not homeless. I have seen where he lives, okay? He also had like a fucking O.J. Simpson glove hand. Right, so he carried this glove with him that he would put on if it would bother him to touch something else.
About waterboarding BTW lol.
Is that really emoji, any different than another day at the office here, right?
Watermelon emoji. Watermelon emoji.
Damn it! I forgot how long this is.
Watermelon emoji. Watermelon emoji.
There we go. Yeah, so he had like this neoprene. He had like a neoprene glove he would use to pick up some things. And he would use this neoprene glove on occasion. And when we went out to the barcade, he wore the neoprene glove. A weird thing about Giovanni is when the cake was handed out to us, right? When the cake was handed out to us, this is ink, but pretend it's a big slice of cake, right? It was like this big slice of cake, about the size of my hand, okay? Like about the size of my hand, splayed out like this, right? They hand the cake to Giovanni. He turns around like this. And then he comes back and his plate is clean, right? Like he turned around so that way we didn't see him defy the eyes of God or whatever, okay? And this guy shoved the entire fucking cake slice in his mouth in one bite. Like literally the entire cake went in his mouth, okay? He like turned around and it was like, oh. It was a good cake. It was very good. Right? Instantly. He like didn't even savor it or nothing. He didn't use no fork or nothing. He like literally put his mouth like on it like and he just went whole hog on that shit. Okay? And there was another homie there with them because Giovanni doesn't drive because he's like a bum. Okay? And he was there with his homie Jean. Right? Like Jean-Luc Picard, right? So Jean had a piece of cake as well. And he was like, you want it, bro? Like, I don't think I'm hungry anymore after seeing that. And Giovanni was like, yeah, I want it. And he's like, are you sure? Because I used a fork and the fork touched my mouth. And my mouth has germs. You know, that's germs. And he's like, don't worry, Jean. I know where your mouth's been. He's like, but bro, you don't know where my mouth's been. He's like, why is this any different than a fly landing on the cake? He's like, I know where your mouth's been. It's been with you and your girlfriend. I don't know where the fly has been. The fly could have been anywhere. Which was like, what does that mean? What does this mean? And then he took Jean's cake and then did the same thing. And there was like at least two halves of the 4 sliced cake left, right? And he was like, "Can I have the rest?" And we were like, "No, you can't have the rest." And since I also went, it was Joey's birthday, but I also went to the wake yesterday. And before we went to the wake, we were like, when we get back, do you guys want to go to the bar? And Giovanni apparently has an alcohol problem. I'm really not helping this guy from the bum allegations, but I literally have never met somebody like this ever. And Giovanni was like, he really wanted to go to the bar. All right, brother didn't have $1 to his name, and he's like, I want to go to the bar. Why? You don't got money. Why the fuck do you want to go to the bar? You're broke as hell. All right, you finna so broke that you fucking squeak when you walk. All right, that's how fucking broke he was. All right, he was so broke, dude. This guy. Okay, so Jean drove him to Joey's house, right? And motherfucker, Giovanni was staring at Jean. And Giovanni was like, I'm hungry, right? And Jean was like, bro, I can't read your mind. And then Giovanni's just like smiling. He's like, bro, I know I drove you here, but I'm not driving to go pick up McDonald's for you. He's like, I don't care how many rewards points you have. I'm not taking you to McDonald's. And it was this big half an hour back and forth where Giovanni was like staring at John, like trying to convince him to go pick up fucking McDonald's. Not even pay for it, to have John pay for it. Dude, it literally, it kept going on. It kept going on. So to give you the short version of this, right? We all stuff into my brother's Toyota Corolla. There's like 5 of us. Giovanni is with us. Jean went home. So it's me, my brother, Joey, Joey's friend Bella, Giovanni, and myself. And we're like driving to the barcade. And so it's in like, so there's this really nice town nearby us. And it's like if Portland, Oregon was in New York, that is this town. Okay. It is like the queer polycule nice neighborhood. It's the gayborhood. We went to the gayborhood. I really like it there, by the way. To be clear, I think it's great. I think it's a very good example of multi-use zoning and why redlining is a problem. Okay, just to be clear. And so we go there and we go to the barcade and we go through the security to get into the barcade, and they're playing. There's literally like a Scott Pilgrim band playing, right? Everybody's like dancing, having a good time in the barcade, yada yada yada. I open up a tab because it's Joey's birthday, and I buy him a drink. Now, I wasn't going to buy Giovanni a drink. So we walk into the bar, and then Giovanni's like, I'll be right back. I want to get something. And Giovanni just leaves. He leaves. This is a town that is not like Giovanni's town. It's like another town over, okay? And like he just left. He just left, right? And I'm just like la 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 la. I came in halfway through the story, but I feel like I may have been through that town. Not gonna lie, but I obviously can't say for sure. You're a New Yorker, and I'm sure that you've gone upstate. And so he fucking vanishes, and he comes back like an hour later, and he's like, I drank an entire Four Loko and a bunch of shooters, and I got gas station weed. Okay? So he did like a bunch of nips of Four Loko, and he's got gas station weed, and then he just returned, right? And I don't know where he got the money for the Four Loko, but he literally was like, to drink the Four Loko, he's like, oh, and he drank it instantly, right? And then he finds out that I have a tab open. He finds out I had a tab open, right? And dude, the entire fucking night, I can't enjoy the barcade or the games and nothing, right? I was just kind of enjoying the vibes, to be honest, right? Like the band was playing, like, you know, people were dancing. It was a good time, right? But Giovanni was like, bro. Can I get one shot? Bro, I just want one shot. Just one shot, just one shot. He's like, bro, I don't even get blackout drunk. I've never puked before. All right? I'm like a pisser, but like I always piss in a toilet. Why'd you tell me you're a pisser? What does that mean? Why are you telling me you're a pisser? What do you mean pisser? Anyway, I'm not giving him a shot. I'm like, bro, I'm not giving you money for a shot. I'm not even gonna give you anything so that you could get anything on my tab, bro. Okay? I say to Giovanni, I say, there's a good chance I will never see you again. I don't expect to get $10 back from you. On top of that, my brother told me that you don't pay nobody back and you're a fucking bum. And he's like, oh, dude, John, why'd you do that to me, bro? Why'd you tell him? Right? So Giovanni works at Amazon. And Giovanni works at Amazon, and and he's like, I don't really go to work. I just go to work when I feel like it and pack boxes, and then I leave. Like, I just work whenever I feel like it, man. What do you mean? You don't get fired for that? It's like, maybe you should work it, then you'd be able to afford alcohol, okay? Dude volunteers at Amazon. But literally the entire night, I was like, Giovanni, what are you, fucking homeless? You're like a bum trying to take a fucking cigarette off of me. It's like, I'm not gonna let you bum a cigarette off of me. What are you doing? And this goes on the entire night. And this isn't like it's a loud bar. Like they're playing like the fucking like Black Keys-esque, you know, Scott Pilgrim band music. And then the guy's like playing the last song. He's like, yeah, my homie's gonna be a dad. And it's like yelling and everybody's yelling and shit. And the games are going off and it's like loud. Okay. And all I can hear is Giovanni being like, please. You don't need to buy me a drink. Just buy me a shot. Like, I just need a shot. Like, just one shot. Just one shot. Come on, man. Come on. And he was like, come on. He's like, and then he does the thing where he's like, come on, man. Like, I'm big on YouTube. And that's where I was like, really? How many subscribers you got? He's like, 3.7K. And I'm like, really? 173K. And... and he's like, nah, I didn't know you were that. I didn't know you were like actually for real. But yeah. But dude, we leave there and we're like walking through the town. It was really funny. The barcade is not a club, but the barcade was busier than the nightclub we passed. You guys ever see that nightclub from Vampire the Masquerade? I like passed that building on my way to like go home. But I had I bought Joey 2 drinks, right?
Where do they grow people like this? Holy cow.
I bought Joey 2 drinks, a Guinness, and then we both got sex on the Koopa Troopa Beach. Anyway, after I had a sex on the Koopa Troopa beach, I got like a gummy shark with it, with like a sword toothpick. I accidentally ate the sex on the Koopa Troopa beach sword that was plastic. So I'm kind of waiting to experience what happens when the Scott Pilgrim ass bar. Guys, this was a Scott Pilgrim ass bar in a Scott Pilgrim ass town. Okay. Yes, I ate the plastic. It happened. Okay. I was drunk. Fuck you. Was there a goth chick with schizophrenia running it? I mean, that definitely kind of looked like the town. The entire town was that, actually. But, yeah. Somebody calling me? I can't tell. Had you not noticed you were eating plastic? I knew I was eating plastic right away, actually. Bro, that's gonna cut your shit in half. Hospital now. No. I chewed it up quite a bit. I chewed it up quite a bit. I'm good. Yeah, it was a macroplastic. Yeah. I was not aware of your plastic eating game. You made the conscious drunk decision to at least chew it. Yeah. I didn't eat all of it. Okay? I didn't eat all of it. But yeah, I kind of feel like I gotta hang out with Giovanni again. Just because I need like a cartoon character in my life to like milk for content. I feel like there's something that could be gained from experiencing him, you know? Anyway, gotta have a bro to milk. Diesel drunk stream win. Just like I would never drive a car drunk, I will never stream drunk. Let it be known, okay? I gotta let you guys in on a little secret. If you guys remember that that Beckett stream where he crashed out drunk and we were all drinking, you know what I was drinking? I wasn't drinking liquor. I don't drink on stream. I just don't ever do it. I'm sorry, I lied. I lied to fit in on the internet. I went on the internet and I told a little lie. But anyway. We got some Brad Taste. We got some Rose Malay. So, little insider baseball. I was thinking of doing a Rose Malay video for a long time on the main channel. I'd kind of been mulling it over. There's like a half a script written. There's like a bunch of research that was already pre-done. All that. I think I've just ended up sitting on that one in particular because I know that she's like fucking crazy and I don't want to spend the next 6 to 8 months being harassed by her, laying it over and her just like coming up with the most crackpot shit possible about me. She's like literally Mrs. Unemployed, dude. I actually don't know how she's not dead. There's a lot of times where there's like people in drama where I'm like, I actually don't know how you sustain a living, right? Like, unironically, how does Rose Malay sustain a living? Is she like she can't be a hobo. Does she live with her parents? You know? The problem with Rose is she would love the video existing. That's what is so annoying about her. Yeah. I mean, I don't even think her... So for those of you unfamiliar with Rose Malay's gas, let me give you the TLDW on that crackpot extraordinaire. She's like this perpetual weasel who likes to slip into everybody's fucking soup and then spoil the broth, bro. Okay? I don't know how I was explaining it via food analogy, but basically Rose Malay will get involved in something and then try and two-time the people in it, so that way she could make a quick buck on YouTube. She's done it with the Right Opinion. She's done it with the Beast Games. People fucking hate her guts. But she was Twitter canceled for basically, yeah, what Morgan said in chat. Yeah, she was Twitter canceled for making pro-rape arguments. Like that's literally the best way to describe it. And like bestiality arguments and in favor of, right? She was just saying all this wackadoo shit about like there's some positive sides to that rape thing. And then every time she's like, "Oh, I apologize. I'm better. You know what? Honestly, Rose is never gonna be better. She's a lol cow. She's a freak. She's a weirdo. Okay, she's an insane person. She should be locked up, dude. All right. Unironically, I think Rose is like one of those people where I could see if she has like a very bad day, she does some incapably like evil act against society. All right. She tried to get into Onision's pants. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I feel she's mentally unwell enough that she could like act out on some like weird internal impulse or something. I don't know. That's just kind of my vibe on her, is that I feel like she would be capable of something like that. I hope she shows up right now. Yeah, because I called Rose Malay a domestic terrorist, in my opinion. Yeah, she collects stuff on her friends that leave her. She collects stuff on everybody she runs into. There's files on top of files of everybody, okay? I hope Rose Malay stays offline for a while. They need it. Okay, you know what? People say that when they're less jaded about Rose Malay as a topic. Listen, Rose Malay has been repeatedly doing it for years, okay? She's not going to get offline. She's not going to get better. She is actually, like, a bad person. I don't think I'm, like, an amazing person. I don't even think I'm a great judge of character most of the time. But I would say that I would not want to be around her in person. She is a mentally ill loner who feels like society treats her like shit. And I worry what would happen if they brought her on The Late Show with Robert De Niro. But this all starts with a re-litigation. All right. So for those of you that don't know what happened with Brad, the TLDR on this is that basically he had like a delusion of grandeur crash out. I had called it. He had gotten involved with the black hole that is Ethan Hassan Destiny, and he basically had like, it started when he had done like a bunch of like apology tours for Ethan Klein, and his audience capture basically was like, fuck you, don't hang out with Ethan Klein, and that like deteriorated some of his mental health a little bit, because it was very clear that his audience wanted him to like basically bow down for having met Ethan at all. And then sometime after that, this was one of the starts of EHD. That's how annoying this is. Holy shit. Yeah. And so another like aside is that Brad was having like a bunch of drama surrounding him paying an editor. So Brad wasn't paying his editor, and the editor was demanding the money. And Brad's fiance at the time, I do believe it was fiance, so ex-fiance. Brad's now ex-fiance was getting involved in it and basically trying to sweep for her fiance, Brad. So she was trying to sweep for Brad, and in my opinion, her name's Tina. She was kind of egging on Brad's very obvious delusions. Brad has a history of mental illness, and she definitely helped encourage a lot of those delusions of grandeur he was having. Not to mention, he was also heavily abusing marijuana at the time. And I know some people are like, marijuana is not addictive. This guy has it was bad. It was bad. This guy was having some serious delusions of grandeur. And I would just like to say at the time, when this started in the beginning, and I said, Brad, this is a bad path. Don't go down it. And I put out videos on this channel about it. I got tons of shit from Brad's audience. And guess what, bitch? I was right. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I was right. All right. Now, I talked to some people who know Brad, and they are basically like, Brad was an okay guy. And then he started to, like, I don't know, have some kind of like psychotic episode. And he started having these delusions of grandeur. And, you know, basically they had to cut him off because he was acting delusional. And they, you know, if you have a friend that's going through stuff like Brad, it is not your responsibility to be their rock of mental stability. It's just not. You're not a mental health professional, and they're your friend, not your patient. So a lot of people had to drop Brad. They also felt that Brad's behavior online was unbecoming. And yeah, so there's that. Basically, eventually, sometime after, him and his fiance had a falling out. I think Tina, in my opinion, wanted to save a sinking ship because Brad had periods of sobriety that made him a better partner, but I don't think saw how far gone he had been. I would agree with that. So yeah, Fauci's basically getting putting the cart before the horse a little bit, or getting a little ahead of the horse into Uma Musume right now. But yeah, Tina breaks it off with Brad. There is a police report. There's a bunch of stuff that goes on. Brad goes to rehab, fucks off from the internet. His partner is gone. So it's not like a caretaker, but she was basically doing a little bit of that. But yeah, so there's this whole big thing where their relationship falls down. Brad goes to rehab, tries to get better. And then at the same time, Brad had been an on-again, off-again friend with Rose Malay. Brad had basically been friends with Rose, being like, it's okay, you've improved from the time where you were the rape lady. Really, Brad was just like, I think Brad kind of saw Rose Malay as a bit of like a stepping stone. I think Brad is actually kind of shallow, and I think he views subscribers and all of that as like a sense of like value as a person. I don't really look at a person's value as their sub number. Again, I'm kind of too old for that. But Brad definitely saw Rose Malay as that, and then dropped Rose because people were relitigating the rape bestiality stuff. Obviously, Brad shouldn't be friends with Rose Malay, but for a myriad of other reasons aside from the rape apologia. Okay, so there's all of that. And Brad is, I'm really giving like a bad like T-girly re-explanation of this drama, so don't take this as like any like hard fast facts or anything. I'm like recalling this like off the dome right now. But basically Brad shouldn't have even bothered being friends with Rose in the first place. But I do think Brad, at least somewhere deep down in those psychotic delusions of grandeur, does view people as stepping stones to further success in the YouTube game. To be frank, in my opinion, I know I haven't shaved in a bit, so I'm kind of fucking fuzzy and kind of all over the place. I can't imagine that this guy was like a music reviewer, dude. He's just so fucking unkempt. It's like, dude, who the fuck wants to listen to a music review from a guy who looks like a fucking, looks like the weed dealer outside CVS, bro? Okay? All right? Like, on God, dude, the fucking hair in this is bad. All right? Listen, man, I understand people are in different socioeconomic statuses. They have different problems that they have going on, and all that. But I truly believe that there's something to be said in that, like, how you treat yourself and your body and how you look is how you're going to present yourself to the world and feel about yourself. So if you dress like shit, feel like shit, look like shit, you're going to be giving shit out into the world, right? So I think it's you should take care of yourself. You know, you should clean your hair. You should wash the grease out of your locks. If you have like an unkempt beard, like fellas, you should shave it, right? You should take care of yourself and, you know, love yourself, right? I don't think that's like a really extreme standard. I understand people go through things, but I've met people much poorer that handle themselves and are able to do that. I'm not saying that I'm not trying to like gatekeep society or whatever, but it's like you need to take care of yourself, right? And it's just, he just doesn't. And I think it really shows. Got to buy the good soap, just like Giovanni, you know? Well, that's why speaking of, that's why I knew that the second I met Giovanni, I was like, this guy's a little cartoon character because of his fucking outfit, dude. What up, Cosmic? What up? What up? He's too important to wash his ass. Many such cases. But yeah, apparently this is Brad giving his side of the story since everything's happened. I know Brad went to rehab, but I'm beginning to think that the rehab was not a huge success because he's kind of looking like a disaster again. But I guess we'll take a gander and we'll just see where this goes, huh?
What's up? So I want to try to explain to you guys what's going on through my head because it's
Diesel, did you need the Rose video? The one about Brad? Because I know I had the one about Brad, but if you want to resend it, go right ahead. I think we watched that like a year ago. Yes, where she leaks it. Yeah, sure, ping me.
It's pretty interesting. I had to just go to my computer and hit record because I know I have to make this video. And not for the reason that you think I have to make this video, like I'm saving my reputation. But because if I don't make this video, I'm going to keep thinking about it. Like, for some reason, like 11 months ago when like everything went down with my channel, I've just been like contemplating the perfect video, you know, that'll fix it all. I'll just say the right words and everything will go back to normal. I have learned since then that is not reality, and I don't want it to be reality. So basically, I'm here making this video.
Look at Pitbull, yeah.
Yo,
really? Is he drunk? No, he's like that all the time. Thigh cam. Listen, man, it was like a toss-up between being a VTuber and being Diesel.
For the reason that
you would have gotten my Green Goblin thighs, but you know, people wanted me.
Like, I want to get certain information across to people who care. And I don't really know a better way to do that. You know, realistically, like, yes, I would love for this video to like
this video was taken down, by the way. I would just like to say this is a re-upload.
Get so that like it's easy for me to just return, you know, go back to normal, what I was doing before, you know. But the reality is I could do that anyways. I'm in a good spot right now where artistically I'm confident enough in myself to where if I started making content, I believe that people would enjoy it enough to basically just assume on their own that I'm doing good. I really don't need.
Oh, this is one of my crackpot theories, and I still think I'm correct on it. I think Rose was infatuated with Brad, and that's why she was like didn't want Brad to be engaged. I think there was like a weird weird almost I don't even know what to describe it as, but there was some infatuation there.
Video telling them I'm doing good, you know, for them to understand it. Like, I could just go the
I'm okay, guys. Has the worst, most fucked up haircut ever, bro. Dude, it is so nasty, dude. I'm sorry. I just, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Oh God. it's just like I can't imagine like what is going through your head where you're like, I want to tell people I'm good, and he just looks awful.
Sneaky underground, mysterious artist route that, like, honestly, I've seen everybody do. Everybody's doing it. But I decided no. So,
Do white people not get haircuts in America? Yeah, I need to speed him up, dude.
despite how much I really am struggling, let's talk. All right, let's start from the beginning of like where things went wrong. I went to a show.
Where things went wrong.
It was a live show in California. It was Ethan Klein and Ela Klein performing. I had backstage passes.
This was so. To be clear, I do. So, was the Ethan Klein live show pre or post the paraglider shootings in Israel/Gaza? Like, because if it was before, then it's just like I can't even believe post. Okay.
I met them. I talked with them. I related a lot to them, especially Ela, with her struggles with being Jewish right now, and like.
Oh my god. This guy is like not gonna win his audience at all saying things like that, by the way. Alright? And I also probably wouldn't say that I'm Jewish out loud in today's day and age in America. I don't know.
How like it's how do I say this? See, it's like even now, like I don't want to fucking talk about it. Like I really don't, But what I want you to understand is that like my horrible response to this whole situation is
it was such an this was such an guys, if you were not there when this drama originally happened, this was the easiest to navigate thing possible. Okay? This guy got so fucking upset that some of his fans were mad that he went to this live show. The answer to that was, I do not fucking care. I can go see whoever the fuck I want. And I think Ethan Klein is a funny Jew. And then leave. Okay? That's like, if he needed to respond, that's what you say. Otherwise, like you're saying in chat, just ignore it. Just ignore it. If you feel you need to address it, just be like, double down. Right? Or ignore it.
a long-term thing or like is the result of a lot of stuff, It's like the moment where things snap. It's not the moment where it's like everything went wrong, basically. So like at this time, like I post a picture that I have with me, some friends, my fiance, Ethan, and
Diesel, you're conflating Judaism with the support for Israel. Don't say that you don't know why someone would talk about being Jewish. No, I'm actually not. That is how people respond to it online. People do conflate the two. I am not conflating the two. I am presenting what people will say if you say you're Jewish online. That happens. Okay, it's one of two sides. One thinks that you control all the banks in the world. The other thinks that you control the military-industrial complex. That happens. Yes, you cannot. If Brad gets on Twitter.com right now and says he's Jewish, what happens?
Ela Klein, and basically, I was like, yeah, I could post that. It's great. I didn't think it'd be a statement. It was really stupid of me, because of course it's a statement. It's Ethan and Ela Klein. But I wasn't really ready for war. I wanted to back out. So like I basically just went against them and said, you know what, I need to back out. I can't do this. This is too hot. And then everyone called me a pussy, which, I mean, to be fair, like I kind of was, but also at the same time, I thought that my choice was understandable. Like I had a family to take care of.
Oh my god. Oh. I had to apologize to all my crazy fans. You gotta understand, I had a family to take care of. No, you actually just need to ignore them, dude. You actually just needed to ignore them. Oh my god. He doesn't even need to post this. I mean, I guess he did take it down, but like, Jesus Christ.
Like, I didn't want this to become my life. The problem is, it wasn't that easy to get out. So yeah, people are talking about it. I'm a hot topic. And my partner.
Do you think he puts mousse in his hair? I think he puts ghee in his hair. Oh my god.
is freaking out because she's involved. She's a part of the whole equation. And I start trying to, say things to fix it. And when I try to help, it basically
He
results in her.
rubs butter and he puts some in his mayonnaise. Dude, the mayonnaise is fucking foul, okay? The smell is impeccable in that room, dude. It's 20% canola. Oh, God.
Screaming and crying that things are getting worse and that it's all my fault. So I'm trying to, keep my job because I'm paying her a ridiculous amount of money, like $5,000 a month, to basically do nothing. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't have a problem with that. Like, if I, like paying her $5,000 a month so she could, lay around, smoke weed on the couch and be happy.
Wait, excuse me? I feel like I just... What?
So I'm trying to, keep my job because I'm paying her a ridiculous amount of money, like $5,000 a month, to basically do nothing. And I'm going to be honest.
You're paying your fiance to not get a job and sit around?
With you guys, I don't have a problem with that. Like, if I paying her $5,000 a month so she could, lay around, smoke weed on the couch and be happy, great.
I actually would kick her out. Actually, I don't. That's like a complete fucking deal breaking behavior, dude. What?
But I don't think that she really respected me. I don't think she saw things in me that were like important for her to see.
I don't think she respected me, motherfucker. You were the bank.
So it went really bad. Like, as soon as the picture was posted, it became me.
The second I posted the picture with Ethan Klein, my fiance was packing her bags. It's wild.
Me panicking, trying to fix it, and her basically getting angry at me trying to fix it. I'd say that everything reached an apex.
I know from the stream Falgi did, she basically refutes these claims or something like that, or there's some clapping back that she does. So I mean, obviously take Brad's words with a grain of salt, but it's not like either of us were in the room when it happened, right?
When she recorded me in my house, yelling at her through the door, I was fucking pissed. I was just like mad because I'm trying to fucking figure everything out in like an impossible situation. Trying to get things back to normal so that like we can live a normal fucking life. And she repays me by recording me in my house without my knowledge. She sends it to my parents. She sends it to friends. She sends it to people who are associated with Hive Mind. Yeah, and it's the biggest betrayal I've ever felt.
We should choose to believe whichever version of the story is the funniest.
Really, like, I felt so violated. But like, she couldn't hear that because she looked up that it was legal to do that, to like record me in that state. And because it was legal, it was moral to do that, But like, man, like at that point.
Fernando celebrates 21 months of membership, 5K to have a weed huffing bed blob GF like damn.
I can't even like wrap my brain around it. Oh my god. There's definitely some contention around this, by the way, because there was like some DV charges that were brought against Brad, and then they ended up not following through on them, and nothing came of it. So whether or not that means that any of this is true or not is just kind of up for discussion, and is just ultimately one person's word against the others because it never ended up actually going to court.
Point I was done with her. Like, at that point, I was like, this is fucked up. Like,
I will say though, this is like the worst argument physically possible you could give to this. He could have been like, listen, I was abusing drugs. I was in a dark place. But it was actually like, this bitch, I let her sleep on my couch and smoke weed and make $5 grand doing nothing. And then she had the gall to record me. It's like his way of wording it is like the least charitable way that you can acknowledge any of it whatsoever.
I'm doing everything I can
Like the fact that it's like that is insane.
in this situation to make things work. I love you, but we're not going to be a good match. So, yeah. I believe maybe like a week later, I was streaming when I said, I remember I was like doing a stream and then I left. I go to the kitchen. I see her sitting on the couch, like screaming and crying, and I'm pissed off. Like, because like
This is not good. This is a bad look. This is such a bad look, dude. Oh my god. If I didn't think he abused them before, now I do.
I'm trying to focus, you know, to get work done.
Oh, to get what, brother? You don't do anything. I don't know if you people have seen Brad's work or music, but it's just the most big wet fart of content ever, okay? Like, this guy could pull up like a 2-hour workday, okay? Make bread and then clock out, bro. All right? And he's sitting here saying, I'm trying to focus on work. Get the fuck out of here.
And it felt like she was interrupting that. Now, here's the thing. What I want you to understand out of all of this, and remember how I said that it was all like, you know, it wasn't just this scenario happening, that this was like a long-term effect? Well, I was so obsessed with my work. I became like...
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You were obsessed with your professional unemployment? Oh my god. Do we need to re-examine the Brad Taste content mines, dude? Okay? Because it really isn't that much work.
completely locked into that, to the point of where she has told me that she felt completely invisible in the relationship.
Baba Booey.
Yeah,
Diesel, would you take 5k just to lay on the couch and look pretty all the time, asking for a friend?
I mean, are you offering? I'll sit there and I'll eat fucking grapes. All right? I'll do it in a toga, man, okay? I'll cover myself in the olive oil if you need that too. Damn, who's offering? According to Tina, he would make 20 to 30k monthly. What do you mean, dude? He would make 20 to 30k monthly. In what world do you make that much money on? Dude, this guy is, I don't understand. Where are YouTubers making it? I never made that much money. Who the fuck are these people, dude? Who's paying for this shit?
response to her crying was screaming at her.
I mean, if he was editing his VODs, he had another person edit his VODs. Hold on. Let's pull up the Brad Taste main content channel. His music requests are $400 a pop. Hey guys, I need Brad Taste to review my music. All right, let's look at a popular Brad Taste video. Okay, songs that aged poorly. Not Like Us. You did a Not Like Us review?
No.
Dude, this is
No.
literally a stream VOD.
Not Like Us. What is this? Drake's Home or something?
Man down.
Damn, and now I'm gonna get giga canceled on the fucking YouTube. Not canceled, but like copyright claimed. That's it. That's it. That's all his content is. I've always wanted to see a white boy react to black music. Whoa, what a change. So Diesel would be gay for pay. I feel like that's already part. Yeah, I guess so. I guess we all have a price, huh? Look, he was really, really funny. 'Cause, 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 'cause,
had a dream. Kendrick have a dream.
I love him. 2, I'm sick. I'm very sick. So, having to deal with that and deal with clowns in chat doesn't sound fun.
So
Now
you would
listen-
charge $9 per minute for a fan or other submissions. $9 per minute.
Listen, I haven't enjoyed anything I've heard from Dream, but oh my god. Oh my... Not, it's going to be a painful 17 minutes. And this time, I don't have chat to distract me. So, we're going in raw.
This guy 400,000 views on him just reacting to Dream's Glup Shitto EP.
We're just going to experience exactly what Dream has to offer. First song, Slow Down.
Kendrick have a dream.
That's what it is, bro.
It's 1999, I opened up my eyes. It'd be a minute till the first time that I felt alive.
Well, that makes me feel old.
All right, sweet. Pause. So, immediately, the first thing it reminds me of is
His
the
hair-
wonderful song by
His
AJR,
hair does
Birthday
look a
Party.
bit cleaner. Yeah.
I'd like to sincerely apologize for what you're about to hear, but I am going to play the
Yeah,
entire...
dude. To be for real, you're kind of skipping around. I listen, man. I don't wanna create the music content creator tier list of fights here, but like, you feel however you will about Fantano, but there's a reason that he's like the guy. Okay.
of it.
So thank you for coming to my birthday party. I am 1 minute old today, and everything is going great. Thank you for coming to my
I'm trying to like get a feel for the
birthday
content.
party. I am 1 minute old today, and my minute's been going great.
I was 1 year old.
It stays that way.
See, this is edited. Yeah, I get that it's edited, but I can tell you as somebody who edits and is edited for YouTubers, that it wouldn't take a lot of time at all. It would not take a lot of time at all. Like a lot of that stuff is stock in Premiere. You'd be able to get it in really quickly and really easily. To be honest, the longest part of this was him listening to the tracks. If we're talking about editing, if it took him more than 2 hours to edit this, that's alarming, actually. If it took him more than 2 hours to edit this, if he edited it, I'd say that he's going slow. The longest part of this task was listening to the EP, which if I don't know how long the EP is, I could pull it up now. Yeah, it's a 17-minute EP and this is a 20-minute video. Okay. That's if this took him more than honestly an hour and a half to edit. Like maximum 2 hours of labor. Okay. Who's he listening to? Dream. Yeah. And I don't even think he would have said that much content because it was a 17-minute long EP. You know? But yeah, editing, it's if you're good at editing, it shouldn't take you long at all. So there's no fucking way that some of this work, he wasn't putting in 8-hour shifts, if that's what you want me to put it in perspective of. Like, I work, so I wake up at 6:30 in the morning and I go to work, and then I am teaching from 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. right? And that's straight. And those are new editors, right? So I expect it to take a while. But if you're a YouTuber and you make bread from that, there's no fucking way that it's going to be teaching you or it's going to be taking you 8 hours, right? Well, there's no fucking way. If it takes you that long, you're doing something wrong.
Which was bad, but my justification was I am streaming right now. I can't have you like screaming and crying like in the house. You know?
I'm streaming right now. You dumb bitch. I'm streaming. Get out of my home.
I told her to go basically stay with her mother, who lived like 5 minutes away. Instead of doing that, she got me kicked. Okay, so I'm like doing this thing where I'm like, you need to go to your mom's house. She's like, you know, fuck you. This is my house too. And I'm like, I pay all the bills. This is all important. This is all important. Trust me. I pay the bills for this entire place. You know, like I'm keeping it up. You don't contribute shit to the equation. Get out. She calls the cops on me, and they have me arrested for domestic violence. That is really where the story all starts. Like, you know, I'm in a jail cell. This was like literally. There's like a clip of me that's like me talking about how I don't feel safe in my home, and then like an hour later.
It's like I think being a music critic and being a musician can sometimes overlap, but I don't think they're mutually exclusive skills. The ability to like explain a thing and critique it is like a vastly different set of skills than doing the thing, right? Like that guy who died and reviewed movies that I should remember the name of. Fucking, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh god, I can't remember that. The famous movie reviewer, please. You guys know the one. Roger Ebert, thank you. Roger Ebert, thank you, CJ. Yeah, like Robert Ebert was like a famous critic, but his ability to explain his reasoning for the opinions he would give is what made him so good at being a critic, right? But I don't think he could make a movie because that's just not where his skill set was, right? I think there is a severe lack of good critics that can articulate both positive and negative experiences. Moreover, I think there's a lot of critics who can't express positive critiques. But it's almost like it's a communication, right? Like you need to be good at communicating.
I'm in jail. You know? It's crazy. And I don't want to fucking say any of this. I don't want to talk about this. It makes me look bad. But I'm also now realizing that I don't really care because that's what happened.
Wow. This is such a bad look. This guy.
Those are, you know, that's what I did. These are the choices I made. Anyways, yeah, so once that happens, the relationship is over. I'm just like, yeah. So, you know.
Are there any current era media critics or analysts you think do a good job with both positive and negative in discussing things? God, that's hard. You know, I explore less critics these days than in the past. I think a good example of somebody who's able to give constructive, both positive and negative criticism is actually the guy I've talked about on stream before, Quinn's Quest. He's a YouTuber. Who was the guy that did like the 8-hour exploration of Cyberpunk 2077? He used to work in the games industry and he became a YouTuber, and he's very good at explaining things. I think if you're a good writer, you don't stay in writing. Like, you don't stick around at IGN or Polygon if you're a good games reviewer. You go start your own thing. You just leave. A lot of the good guys just go off and do their own thing.
I moved back home and I go to rehab because like something's wrong, you know? Like all of this is happening and just I don't understand it. Rehab is okay, you know? I learned a few things. You know, like in 5 months of being there, like, yeah.
Tim Rogers is the guy who did that long review, right? I'm like drawing a blank. He's that guy, right? Who did the long Cyberpunk review?
You know, there was stuff that was helpful, but man, I felt so betrayed.
I misread the notification as Brad tastes black and panicked there for a minute. You panicked? I mean, for some people, they'd be like, this is exciting news.
She basically she moved to Detroit. And here's kind of where it gets difficult for me, because it's one thing like losing your partner. It's another thing like with losing hive mind. Like the fact that like these two things were so connected. I almost killed myself over it. Like,
oh my God, this is really bad. This is really bad. Wow, that's not something you want to pull up after talking about DV, bro. Action button, yes. I kept wanting to say button pushing. Oh my god. That's bad, dude. I don't think his ex is a good person, by the way. I think she's like actually a really shitty person. But this guy can't help. She is a victim of his bullshit is what's happened. Dude. Oh god. Well, at least he's not wearing embarrassing boxers, bro.
I had this, and I had pills. However, good news
Oh my god. Oh my god.
is this happened 3 months ago, and there's this much alcohol in the bottle. That means something went well. I mean, something's going right.
You know, if something's going right, get the alcohol out of your house. Aren't you supposed to be in like rehab?
Let's talk about Hive Mind. Hive Mind is a collective of guys who I very much respect, but Riley's a diva, and Graydon's a brute. Here's the thing, though. That just makes me like them more, because they're very human. In fact, I think that like their flaws are the things that really,
actually, what's Hive Mind? Okay, while we're here, Fauci, I know you're in the chat. What the fuck is Hive Mind? What is that? Am I supposed to know what that is? Is that like it's a group, is it a group channel that he was a part of or something? They talk about music and shit posts, okay.
Connected me to them. You know, what really made me like interested in them as people. You know, what made me connect with them on like a much deeper level. So, you know, the fact that like my ex moves to Detroit, like around all these like Hive Mind people, and then starts like dating Graydon's roommate, you know? And like Riley leaves me on red. And it's just like, wow. I really love the people at Hive Mind still. Like, in case you don't know who Hive Mind is, I collaborated with them. They're like a pretty big channel, but just they did to me what they did to Nick is Not Green.
Oh my god. It is crazy when you reap what you sow, dude.
I remember when I was there and they were telling me the story. Nick is Not Green, great friends, you know, he has his thing that happens.
You know, I talked to some people that knew Nick is Not Green. I was out for drinks with them. And they were like, I can't fucking, like, he's another one. They're like, I don't like him. I'm glad he fell off. There's like a bunch of these guys, dude. Dude, these guys who are like really normie and they like fall apart are like some of my favorites, dude. Oh my god.
And bye-bye Nick is Not Green, no longer associated with the name. Now, of course, at the time, I'm just thinking like, oh, thank God I'm on the right side, you know, of
Diesel, this aged so poorly because Nick made a 2-hour video about how bad he fucked up. Jesus.
this shit. But then I ended up on the other side of things. And I actually, well, I would say became friends with Nick is Not Green, but I honestly just, I think he sent me a message like 5 months ago that I never checked. So even then, like, not doing great with that. But like, I got to see that perspective. You know, I got to see both sides. And in my opinion, I don't give a shit. Whatever. Moving on. Let's talk about where things start getting good. Look at this picture right here, okay? Now, I'm going to explain
It's a bee fighting an ant?
this picture later, but this is a bee being, you know, that's dead. It's being carried by an ant. All right?
Well, okay.
I saw this with my own 2 eyes in nature, a bee being carried by an ant.
This guy is nuts. This guy is nuts. This guy is nuts. This guy goes out to nature for the first time and he's like, I saw a wonder of nature. An ant picking up something bigger than it. Whoa! I muted it. Oops.
Like that was, you know, that's some life-changing stuff. It's weird. It's like, it's really symbolic to me. But,
What? Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. You guys remember in the rehearsal when that psychotic, religiously, like, Christian woman meets up with that young like black Christian, and he's like really into numerology. And he's like, look, man, 43, Psalm 43, that's where God talked about blah, blah, blah. Do you have any friends like Brad? No, because if I made fun of them, they wouldn't want to be around me. He's reminded me of that guy from the rehearsal, dude.
You know, maybe it's like, maybe I feel like it's a symbol of me somehow overcoming, you know, a lot of stuff that's been going on. It starts with 4 months ago when I decided to stop streaming and stop working. It basically
4 months ago when I officially filed for unemployment.
came down to I can't do this anymore. I can't fucking do it anymore. Like something is wrong.
Dude, you can do something else with your life. I don't know what to tell you. Like I do something else.
Today, I went to the beach on Lake Erie and saw seagulls pecking at a very large, very dead fish. It was eye-opening. A symbol of me.
This really says a lot about society when you think about it, you know?
You know? So I'm like, I don't really know what is wrong, but I just feel like I shouldn't stream. So instead I start watching movies. And I kind of come to the idea that like,
Let's say he's a music reviewer one day and then a movie reviewer the next, many such cases.
I don't really know if I should work because I really don't want to. You know? So I just kind of keep sitting around all day watching movies.
This guy is great.
Breaking news, ANT does ANT things more at 11.
Well, you know, he hadn't been outside in many years.
And then it's like the stuff with my ex, and then like with Hive Mind, and how that's all connected. You know,
Bro,
I
oh
can't.
my god, this guy would be like really born again if he could just like get a job where he works in nature or something. I don't know.
Get it out of my head. I fucking can't. It's like no matter what I do, that's like my ex leaving to go and like be a part of Hive Mind and fuck Graydon's roommate, you know? Like
I don't think she's doing it all to spite you, to be clear. She probably did a little bit to spite you. She also seems to have a very selective memory about things because, you know, this girl, she got blood on her hands too, okay? Like the DV kind of seems like you're a guilty party here. But in terms of internet drama glupshido fights, she got in some. And she happens to have a very selective memory about those events. Okay? But really, she's fucking your ex-homie's roommate to go fuck you? Like, really? Diesel, I know you ain't a numerology guy since you can't count this bread, nor can you count these stacks. Everywhere I look, I see the magic number 1738. Hey, I'm like, what's up? Hello. See your pretty face. Shut up, cat.
yeah, well, I wasn't taking it so well. So just thinking every day how I was going to kill myself, and then eventually came up with drinking and pills.
Drinking and pills, dude. He was like, I think I want to kill myself, but I'm not really sure if I want to commit. So I think if I just take this and it happens, like I'll just kind of see.
Then my cousin came and visited, and everything changed. This was the moment where it all turned around. I'm driving with him. I live in Arizona. And so I'm driving with him in the car, and he is oohing and awing at the world around him. And I'm like, what are you even talking about? This is like this brown, dead, like shitty spot. Like, how are you finding anything of beauty here? You know, and then we go upstate, and he's talking to my dad. And he's like connecting with my dad in a way that I've never connected to my dad. And he's like very...
This is like actually watching... Dude, this guy is like... this guy is like therapy speaking. He's like... My cousin is connecting with my father in a way that I never connected with my father.
being optimistic. And then I'm
Take notes and do the opposite of Diesel. That's how you perform the money style bread jutsu. I could not be busting my ass more right now, okay?
having dinner with him and my mom. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I had to move back in with my parents. That was another big reason I wanted to kill myself.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey man, maybe you'd have more money if you were like, hello, neat girlfriend with no job. Get a job. I'm not paying you 5K to sit on your ass all day.
I went from like big shot to, back to the place where I thought I was running from, where I thought that it was like, this is where all the problems were. My cousin invites me to go to
Dude, it is really true what they say. It's like you become successful on YouTube and then that's when you stop aging. Like you get like stuck at that age. Cause this is, I would pay my GF 5K for being hot if I could. I mean, like, who doesn't want to be the receiving party in that lifestyle? I gotta be frank. Right? Like, hell yeah, sign me up. According to Tina, she was paying 5K because she became his manager and channel operator. He needed a manager and a channel operator for that? What was she operating? There ain't nothing she's operating. Nothing needs to be operated. Oh, she hit upload on the channel. YouTube is so easy, guys. YouTube is so easy. Oh my god. What was she clocking in? A half hour a day? God.
Switzerland and Egypt with him. And reluctantly, but quickly, I answer yes. Because I know how important this is. If this is like going to do what I think it is. And I mean, I already wanted to die. So like what is there to lose at this point, right? So time comes, I leave the country. It's amazing. Switzerland is absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. I fucking hate this guy. Fuck this guy. Get the fuck out of here. This is the way those words just came out of his fucking mouth, dude. This guy sucks ass. Oh my god. Get a job, you fucking bum.
Being around people who don't speak the same language as you is really nice because, like, I didn't feel anxious.
Yeah, they were all sitting there and going, oh, look at this homeless American sitting next to me.
As if, like,
Tinker, I deliberately didn't make the joke today.
everybody was watching me, you know? Just, like, I always feel like I have to connect with people, you know? And when they're not speaking English, like, there's no chance for me to connect with them. Because I was fucking lonely. I had no friends out here. I didn't know how to
Oh
talk.
my god. This guy's like arrested. He was lost in translation in Switzerland.
People, like, I literally felt like I couldn't get out of this, you know? And for a moment, I didn't have to. I could just be in it. I could just indulge in it. And it's that mindset that really got me, like, really far.
Dude,
this whole
people be like, I'm broke, my entire life fell apart. I flew to Switzerland.
process. Yeah, I mean, I had fun with Switzerland and Egypt. There's not really much to say. I took a picture that's one of the best things I've ever seen in my life.
Did you guys know that you can make friends really easily by having a job? It's called your coworkers, and some of them are cool.
I'm waiting to write a song for it, you know, because I need to crop the image and add an explicit symbol on it, you know, because then it becomes the real deal. You'll see one day. I come back. I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling all right. But I have a plan B in case that happens. And that's that I had a second vacation planned. The second trip was to
The second vacation was to Japan. I would actually fall out of my chair if that's what he was deciding.
Minnesota to basically sleep in a music studio with a bunch of people that Dylan, basically, you know, he's friends with. And we're all going to stay in this music studio while Dylan records music. And, you know, with doing this, I connected with people and I found, like, a family through it. And I realized, oh, there are people like me. I can connect to people. This is like, you know, not only that, but I can connect to people who are interested in the same thing as me, and it doesn't need to be online. Being in the studio showed me that, like, there's all this cool stuff with music, and I don't need to just, like...
Diesel, I may be an idiot, but writing, filming, and editing videos for YouTube sounds like a lot of work. Well, that's like, different, right? The thing is Brad would just, like, be raw dogging, sit down, record, like, listen to an album, record your reaction, and then he would post that. Like, that's the kind of content he would make, right? He wasn't writing, like, serious editorials on the music he was listening to, right? Like, it's just the type of content he was producing doesn't require the mass amounts of labor associated with that. There are higher effort things, but you know, yeah, unironically, streaming is incredibly easy. It's just he's no FPS Diesel. When you're immersed in the topic, it's easy to write it, but yeah, I also write quite a lot, so I don't really struggle with it, but he wasn't doing that.
You know, be stuck behind a desk doing YouTube for forever. I come back and I'm like, okay, you know, that was like the greatest experience of my life. Like, that was life-changing shit. And now, all of a sudden, I'm doing pretty good, but I still don't want to work. And it's weird. I don't really fully understand why. Because, like, I'm feeling better, right? Why don't I want to go in front of a camera and have everybody, you know, listen to me talk about stuff and judge me for it, you know?
If he just made music content again, I think he'd be a lot better off than doing all these weird, like, parasocial, I'm mentally ill videos, you know?
Turns out that it's not because I don't like that, but it's because I've actually burnt myself out so badly with music that I fucking hate it. And not only that, but bad taste in music, like thinking the name, saying it out loud, gave me like this, even now, gives me this sinking pit in my stomach feeling. Like this just absolutely awful feeling. Like, I don't feel happy.
Then go, bye. You know, there's something to be said. It's kind of hard to walk away. I will say this. Here's my YouTuber mentality, right? Here's my YouTuber mentality. And this isn't excusing him because I think he should just get a job. It's hard to walk away from being a YouTuber, even if you're not interested in the content anymore, right? It's hard to do that. I can't, it's hard to explain the feeling because it's something you'll only get if you're a YouTuber. It's like you have all these subscribers, all these videos, all these hours put in, and you're like, I've done all this stuff. I can't quit now, even though everything's really bad. I can't step away. This is everything. There's no stepping away from this, right? And it's this, obviously it's the sunk cost fallacy, right? But there's a lot of mental power that it has over you, especially when there's so much there, right? And the bigger you get, the stronger that feeling is, which is why you get guys that have over 1 million subs posting and getting 2K views a video, because you're like, I can't step away. It'll be gone if I step away. Chat, I can vouch for Diesel's ability to write. I have listened to him DM D&D, his gay Warhammer fanfics, and scripts for videos. Top-notch stuff, 100%.
Thinking about working on my YouTube channel anymore. You know, in the same way that I used to. Or at least I didn't. I'll say that, like, right now, it's better. But, like, you know, 2 months ago, it was pretty much like, I'm enjoying everything else that has to do with music right now that isn't, like, my job. I'm starting to, like, care about it again. And that's because of one thing. My friend Kendall. I would visit him. We would go and watch a movie. And then we would sit at the park, sometimes in my car. We would smoke weed. And we would listen to music. And
Wow. Wow. What a transcendental experience. Jesus Christ. Look at this guy. He's one of the greatest musician reviewers ever. Whoa. Oh, he's living that high school suburban lifestyle.
react to the shit that I was playing and hearing how it was making me feel and seeing his reaction and just like it was amazing. It was just what I needed. So after that, I started, you know, I wasn't even thinking about music after that moment. Or I'm sorry, YouTube after that moment. It just became, how do I entertain this guy? So I just started driving and listening to music, thinking like, okay, well, this song, like, go hard, you know, being high in a car with him, you know?
Oh my god.
What I find so funny is he mentions Nick ends his video apologizing for chasing the algo too hard and came back to have fun.
Oh boy. Well, Nick has a long road to climb, but you know, at least he's willing to get down in the dirt to clean up the mess.
And I ended up just like saving a bunch of songs that I felt would work in that environment.
This guy's like, I'm saving. This guy's about to tell us about his gay experience, where he's like, "Oh my god, I used to get high and listen to music with my homie
Kendall, and I would drive my car and I'd think, yo, what does my homeboy Kendall like to listen to? Does he think this song would go hard if we were in the car and we were high and driving?
I can't, like, oh, you guys get your fruit. That's right. But, like, that's like the logical explanation of where that goes, right? Because he's describing, I don't know, if I'm like interested in someone, I might pick out music to share with them. You know what I mean? And it's just that's something you do, right? We don't make mixtapes for people anymore. We share playlists. We share songs.
Specifically for that environment, and then yeah, and then I share them with him. But he's not always available, and every single day I'm out like for hours just driving with no destination, just listening to music. I need a
This guy needs to hear about this thing called a job.
the people to hang out with. So I have other friends who, once again, I can just like sit in the car with and listen to music and chill out and show them things. And all of a sudden, I'm starting to find, that interest in all this stuff that I cared about before, and I'm starting to remember why it is that I like it. It's on a good path. And then I do something that, okay, let's just say a week ago. It's the reason I'm making this video, because I finally feel like I'm actually ready to make this. A week ago was where like it all came together. Remember how I said I never really had that real connection with my dad? Well, I wondered if it was because like he never had someone in his life just like unconditionally listen and want to be around him and just give him attention. Just pay
Why are you sharing this with me? I don't want to know. Go talk to your therapist.
attention to him. I did that, and it was magic. It was incredible. I now have a real relationship with my dad, and a lot of that was built on like we would wake up and we would go and we'd drive up a mountain, and there was this exact bench. We would
Who's the worst, Brad or the soap guy who wears one glove? Brad, 100%. I want to hang out with one glove soap guy.
in the trunk of my car, we had like tribal drums and a gong, different sticks to hit things with, and I was making music in nature with my dad.
Oh my god, you had a tribal drum and gong in your car. Okay, and you smoke weed and you listen to music while smoking weed with your friend. Dude, I have never seen... Wait until this guy finds out about astrology and incense. Holy shit.
And just like connecting and like improvising. And it was great. Like, it was good shit. Like, I discovered, like, through this time with my dad, that he is, I'm just going to say it, like, a musical genius. Which...
I want this video to be, like, as long as the What If Altist video. I actually want... I just want him to like just over-explain every single aspect and transcendental experience in his life. This is really funny.
I'm like perfectly comfortable saying, because I've heard how he puts sounds together, and it's like nothing I've ever heard. It's immaculate. Like it's at the highest degree.
This guy was hitting a gong and he's like, beautiful. If Brad was a woman and we were at Burning Man, I don't know. I'd probably risk an STD for the easy sloppy, to be honest. Oh.
Which is amazing, because I thought my dad was just an asshole when he said that my music wasn't good, or the stuff that.
Oh my god. My dad said my music wasn't good.
I liked he wasn't like connecting with, but then like I actually finally heard and saw what he saw, and it all made sense. I was like, oh shit, you really are looking for frequency. Like, you're looking for nesting. You're looking for
this guy is he's so gone, dude. He's so gone.
Environment, atmosphere, like more than anything. And amazingly, that's what I look for the most out of anything. So we just artistically clicked. And yeah, so he's going back to work. Looks like I'm supposed to be going back to work, but I'm gonna be honest, I might not even go to work. I don't even think I care enough, to be honest. Yeah, especially if I post this video. I'm definitely, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. All right, let's think. What have I not mentioned yet? There are many members of the community who've given a lot to this channel who have received absolutely nothing in return, not even like acknowledgement from me, you know, in a way that's cold, in a way that they recognize that they feel and they feel betrayed with.
This
I've
guy
lost-
is so fucking mentally ill. It's insane. This is really, really great.
2 discords, okay? I've lost 2, not 1, 2 discords to mutiny. All right, so clearly I'm
He's
not
lost the Discord to mutiny. It's so funny, dude.
doing something right. I'm aware of that. However, all I can do is try my best moving forward. And see. Oh yeah, stream FK Twigs. There you go. All right, that's it. Bye.
Well, that was a video that existed on the internet. Wow. That was bad. By the way, in my tabs, I got recommended a channel that just plays Gachi Muchi. So it's just a channel with like 9 people watching it with just like gay sex sounds playing on YouTube. Well, that was really, really strange, and weird, and uncomfortable, and it was a lot, but it could be worse. And I will now pull that up because the Hot Block did get an interesting live recently. Is that why lyrics easily entered the music community? There was a void and it was Brad shaped, okay? What happened on the Op Block? Glad you asked. Well, Rose Malay called in. Timestamps for the Rose chat. Hold on. About 3:30ish. Okay. First I need to go take a piss. So let me go do that. Here we go. I am back. Yeah, Lyrics had already been plying away at the music channel. He just like doubled down afterwards. Honestly, you know what? Good for him. If he can make that bread, right? I did wash my hands. Yes, I did. Anyway, chat. Oh.
Rose Malay.
Here we go. Dude, Rose Malay is certainly something.
You're on the air. Hi, how you doing?
Okay, so I haven't been watching the stream. I don't know what you're saying. I
Okay.
kind of just popped in the chat I don't even think I should be doing this. I don't think this is good for me. I don't think this
Okay.
is funny that I do this.
Okay, says
Okay,
Valtteri.
so you claimed that
So yeah, basically Rose Malay is the reason that a lot of this whole like DV stuff and like the whole fallout happened, right? So just to give some preamble to this, right? So she posted, so this video leaked, okay? Because she was sending it around to a bunch of like glupshitos, okay?
Bad taste in
And then obviously the glupshitos leaked it, right? But this was basically where the DV stuff comes from. She had been collecting a file on Brad to basically take him down for a long time, and try and own Brad, right? Which is something she does with everybody, by the way. Brad is not the first person she's done this with. She does this with literally everybody. And the second that she gets called out for it, she starts like being a annoying asshole fuck about it. All right, but that's literally it, right? Is that she was keeping files on Brad to try and take him down and epically own him. And then also she used Discord light mode, which is a sin amongst itself. But that's the TLDW for that. And from what I'm hearing is that Falgi takes her to absolute task. Also, Falgi, looks like you got a haircut. Looks very nice.
we were transphobic, which I've never. I've always respected your pronouns, and I will continue to respect your pronouns.
Maybe I'm
Oh, yeah, that's right. She also called Dion Block transphobic. He is probably the least transphobic out of all the commentary channels.
confusing you with another drama channel. I'd have to
Perfectly
rewatch
fine.
the streams. I just know that I've seen a lot of people talk about this Brad shit, and I remember a bunch of people were fucking.
Yeah, she only leaked. Listen, here's my opinion on people who are sending things privately to people. If you send something privately to 3 people, it's probably public. Okay, it's not like a lot of these things are hard to come by. By the way, it's very easy to gather these things and find them.
Laughing at me. They were over analyzing the video, making fun of my looks and shit. Maybe it was somebody else. Maybe it was another drama channel.
Mhm.
But
Maybe it was me.
I had to stop.
Probably like what, Chud or something.
Stop fucking watching that shit because it was so fucking bad. And like the Beast Game shit, people were just
Okay, this fucking, I hate her so much. Okay, she literally, I would not be surprised if this lady walks around with like a body cam attached to her chest. Okay, with how much she fucking keeps track and tabs on everything. She like literally like keeps files on top of files for everything. All right. The only reason I think she even got involved in Mr. Beast and the Beast games to begin with is so that way, post her Beast games, she could accuse Mr. Beast of stuff. Okay. She did it with the right opinion. She's did it with everybody forever. She will continue to do it with everybody else she comes across with. It's literally just her MO.
like talking about me, and it's like, oh my god, Rose looks so disheveled and shit. And it's like, you're not even fucking watching the video. Like,
So Rose.
I don't know if that's you.
So no, I've never talked about the Beast games, but let's come back to the point. You can talk about your other stuff on your channel. So Rose, in a now uploaded video that you didn't want uploaded, you claimed Brad was friends with a sex offender. True or false?
Whoa. She had the video like in the chamber, right? She was ready to fuck Brad at a moment's notice in more ways than one. Honk honk. Wait, Tro? She had business with Tro? Yes, man. Yes. A long time ago, she was like a editor for Tro, and basically just got like completely kicked off the editing team, and then tried to make it Tro's fault when Tro let her go for her problematic takes on rape.
Okay, so can I give you some context as to what
No,
happened
I'm
with that video?
I'm asking a true or false question.
Well, I can give you the answer to that question if you let me explain
Dude, oh my god, is this Pam Bondi with the Epstein list? Crazy.
context, because context is important. Okay.
Your exact words were he was friends with a sex offender.
Can I
Ooh. Ooh.
Worst torture, lock in a room with Cameron or Rose.
I'd much rather be locked in a room with like a criminal with aura or something. Okay, leave me in the room with Ed Kemper. Okay, there you go. That's my answer.
Explain the truth
Would you
about
like
that
me
video.
to? Would you like me to play?
I
your
am aware
lyrics
of
for
the
you?
video. First of all, that video was leaked by my stalker, who has threatened
You
me and
sent
my
it.
family.
You also sent it to. Listen, I am not speaking about. I actually did make a point about you do have a stalker community, and I do find it a bit unhinged. I actually made a point
Okay,
about.
thank you. Thank you for talking
Um,
about that.
Oh my god, she wants to be a victim so bad. To be clear, she also directly interacts with the people who are stalking her and then develops relationships with them, like socially, right? She would like make internet friends with some of these motherfuckers who were actively stalking her, and she would know that, but continue to do it anyway.
Because no one ever brings that up, and like,
But
if I
that
have to talk
doesn't
about him, he's
change.
gonna go off.
But that doesn't change the fact that you
Yes.
added Turkey Tom on Twitter and you shared this around to multiple people.
That
Not
was
just
immature
that
of me.
individual.
I can acknowledge.
Oh my god, that's another thing she does all the time, guys. Every time she gets taken to task, she's like, that was immature of me. I was younger. I wasn't like, I didn't understand, blah, blah, blah. I'm better now. I don't do things like that. Literally the same shit happened when she was making the rape and bestiality claims, right? She was like doing that was me in the past. That was me in a dark place. Fuck, marry, kill, Rose, Cameron, and Birdie. I'd rather just kill myself.
That at the time. Okay, here's my perspective. At the time, I had rekindled with Brad, and he told me some things that were concerning, and I didn't know what to do with that information.
No, I had hopped on for the jar call. No, not with Chud.
And I was like debating, like, is it my obligation to fucking tell people what I know? Because he's fucking telling me that he got arrested and shit. And he's like, I just didn't know what the fuck to do. And so I wanted people's advice on like, do I release it? And I eventually decided no, because I realized like he was
Listen, I was shopping the story around, but like I wasn't gonna pull the trigger myself. Interesting. Now let's think about it. If you get a scoop, right? If you get the scoop about Brad's DV, right? That's directly in Rose's interest, and you would have gotten it because Rose came to you and said, I know that Brad Dace got a DV charge. I have a video on it.
fucking suicidal. And it's like, yeah, I
Literally, Rose's entire like lore on the internet is just that she had an insane, like, she's like an oversharing woman who like claims to be like a victim of rape or something similar, and then decided to say she's pro rape and bestiality, and then got summarily killed on Twitter for it before routinely and repeatedly weaseling her way into different YouTubers' communities for some fucking reason.
can't release this fucking video. So I delete the video off my channel entirely, and then the next fucking day, this malicious stalker guy puts it on his channel so that I can't copy ID and take it down. Like, it's so fucked up.
So
But,
again, you make a statement in this video where you have multiple videos.
Dude, she had this video lock, stock, and barrel, okay? She was ready to fire that video, all right? If she got the okay from a YouTuber, she would have done it. Hell, she might have done it regardless if she just felt the
I
vibes are
realized,
right.
Keep that in mind, Diesel. She said she realized he was suicidal.
Yes, yes. She was like using the video as like a weird like, I actually really care. This is me trying to help Brad. Hold on, let's just watch the video. Fuck it. I have it up, right? It's 12 minutes. We'll get through it quickly. I think it's actually very important for us to understand the context of which this interview is occurring in.
Brad Taste in Music got arrested over a confrontation he had with Tina. The reason he told me this is because he said to me while laughing that no one would believe me. The problem is that he didn't account for the fact that this is all public record and I was easily able to find evidence of this occurring. That's not all that I have, but before we proceed, I need to give you some context. So if you're wondering what Vine is, it allows survivors, victims of crime, and other concerned citizens to access timely and reliable information about offenders or criminal cases in US jails and prisons. After Brad got arrested,
Guys, she wasn't going to post this video. She just, edited it and made sure it was digestible for the public.
Tina secretly recorded the confrontation that they had and leaked that recording to HiveMind. That is the reason she moved to Detroit. That is the reason she's working with HiveMind. And when I told Brad about the tweet that Tina made, he said it was lame and she has no respect for him. They unfollowed each other, but they want to keep all of this private and just pretend like they're still on good terms. No, they're not on good terms.
So this couple breaks it off after a serious set of things, and they both want to move on with their lives. And Rose Malay says, I don't care. I am actually going to make it everybody's business. If the couple doesn't want to make it public, it is not actually Rose Malay's place to make it public, but she did. And I know she would blame it on her stalker, but she's kicking the can down the road, okay? She posted it to her channel. She shared it around, right? And then was like, it was actually the other guy. No, you edited this video and you planned to put it out, okay? You planned to put it out and then you didn't commit for some fucking reason because you couldn't get anybody to bite on your fucking story.
Call with Brad, and he was saying some very negative stuff about Tina. When Brad made that video saying
Diesel, she will say she never heard about the recording until Brad, but she admits she told Brad.
that he needed 10K, he made that video because Tina wanted money. What you need to understand is that Tina quit her job once Brad started to make money doing YouTube. And because of all the controversy, the money stopped coming in. Brad basically told me that Tina wanted money because he was gonna take time off of work. She basically ratted him out and betrayed him because her source of financial income was gone. And then Brad says, I'm not gonna post about her or any breakup. Let her waste HiveMind's money instead of mine. Also, when I had a call with him, he was saying the R slur straight up.
Not you know, maybe the rape lady, maybe the rape and dog fuck lady shouldn't be the one to tone police language. All right. I think Brad, if anything, probably gets the R word pass, okay? I think he can say the R slur.
Goes along with the point I was making that, like, the person he is offline is very different from how he portrays himself. Apparently, Tina was controlling his life for 5 years and turning his friends against him. But honestly, that's not even the craziest part of this all.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
That came when Brad sent me an audio message of him basically telling me that he met up with his
What? Retard or some racial slur I'm not familiar with? Let's say it's some other mysterious other thing, actually.
old friend who's a sex offender.
What's up, Rose? I don't think you needed to do anything different. Rose, you are someone who is self-aware about their own actions and the consequences of which those actions brought. As far as I'm concerned, you're not crazy. You're not horrible. And if it means anything, one of the people I came home to and met, the dude is now a registered sex offender who faced
Brad is such a chronic oversharer. He's such a chronic oversharer, dude.
from prison. And my other friend got in a drunk driving accident and was under house arrest and just got his ankle monitor off. So if you think you have it rough, the people I know in real life are far more dangerous than you can ever be.
Oh my god. Midwest emo wants their full fucking bit back, bro. God.
Brad really told everybody that he was going offline. And the first thing he fucking does is goes and meets up with his old buddy.
Dude, I like how she's so excited about this too. Guys, she didn't want this to get out. She was just really, really excited to record and then edit it.
Who's a registered sex offender. You can't make this shit up. It's all.
Oh my god, dude. She's giving Chris Chan. That's it.
Of you who said, oh, Rose doesn't have anything. Do you still think that now? Do you?
He said that he's in prison. He didn't say that he's friends with him still. Okay. All right. He didn't say, I'm going to visit my friend Jeffrey Epstein in prison. Okay. He said, I know a guy who's in prison and I was friends with him.
Do you really? And the people are mad at fucking me. They're mad at me. What the
Shut up, rape woman.
fuck? The context of this is obviously that I felt bad considering how much of a big deal was made out of him being friends with me. And it's like, okay, that message did his job, right? Because obviously there's people out there who are a lot worse than me. But at the same
Fuck off. We're not talking about them. We're talking about you.
time, I'm just left here thinking like, okay, why is the whole internet mad at me when there's other people to get mad at, you know?
This fucking, I hate her. I hate her. It's been a year and I still don't like this lady at all. My position has not changed a bit.
Oh, like, I've made a lot of mistakes, but I'm not a
Let's not call them mistakes. Let's not call them mistakes. These are active decisions of which you take, so that way you can victimize yourself online to a bunch of strangers who don't care, okay? And then you act like it's other people when you've invited this fucking vampire into your home.
offender. And if you're gonna get mad at Brad for being friends with anybody, you should probably be that guy, you know? All I'm saying, get off my shoulders.
Hey man, I know that I'm somebody who's like a rape apologist and says that you can fuck dogs, but you know, Brad's been friends with the guy who's a registered sex offender. Okay.
Okay, I've had enough of this shit. And so I know you're probably thinking, Rose, why are you releasing this? So after I made my exposed video on Brad, me and Brad genuinely rekindled. Like, we actually became friends again. And I have proof of this too. On Brad's most
Yeah, because Brad is like a people-pleasing, brown-nosing freak.
recent video on his channel where he's sharing a DJ mix that he made, you can hear my voice. It's the cops, but they want to see me and talk to them. I sent him an unreleased song
Sounded like ass.
that I was working on, and he got really excited over us making a collab song together.
You smell that, Rose? There's the undeniable scent of amazing music.
And
Yeah, okay. All right. God, these people are made for each other. They should just kiss already. What up, Malay? I remember this lady. She went for Tro ages back. I love return characters. This lady doesn't... Dude, she was in the Beast games, man. She was on fucking television. Rosanna Pansino used her as a source.
in addition to that, you can go on Brad's public chess.com profile, go to his recent games, and hey, look, there I am. So yeah, now I know what you're thinking. Right.
Can somebody analyze her chess skill? Is she like a good player or is she bad?
If you rekindled your friendship with Brad, why the fuck are you posting this video then? Good question. The answer is because I'm impulsive and I posted a little clip of the audio that he sent me. So, oops, oopsies. And at that
This bitch's lips is so chapped. Get her some Burt's Bees this instant. Get her some Carbex right now.
point, I'm like, all right, well, I don't want people to speculate any further. Here's everything. Now, Brad is in rehab right now, so he is not watching this video.
Dude, that's so fucked up. Brad is in rehab right now, so he's not watching this video. Interesting. Interesting. It sounds like you had a time frame to release this video.
He's not watching your response videos, so you rip off everything that I'm saying here. I see you, Turkey Tom. New Brad situation is crazy. Nah, I see you, fuckers. Yeah, so, basically what happened is we fully made up, and, you know, we became friends, and then I would, like, message him, and he would, like, respond very weirdly. Like, this does not sound like something a real person says. And so I'm like, okay, what the fuck's going on? Because it was, like, days before, we were having conversations, we were playing chess, things were going great, and then as soon as he checks into rehab, it's like those people got to him. They started
He gets help in therapy, and all of a sudden he starts acting different with this mentally ill, psychotic friend that he, for some reason, keeps in his life.
whisper in his ear, like, Rose Malay's bad news, you gotta drop her. And he's trying to, like, let me down slow.
This therapist said I shouldn't be friends with the rape lady. Wow, I wonder why.
Slowly, because I know too much. I'm wording everything through careful structures I'm learning about in rehab, so please listen carefully to exactly what I say. What the fuck is that shit? What the fuck is that? Thank you for clarifying, Rose. I cannot help you with that, unfortunately. And it's like, listen, I'm sympathetic that Brad is dealing with his own shit, right? And the thing is, Brad can say what he wants. He
No, you're not. You're a liar.
knows that I'm fucking right about everything I'm saying. So I basically respond to Brad, and I'm like, hey, you know, you're being very unclear. Are we still friends, or are we not?
How do you not have anything on the walls? I literally said this a year ago when I streamed about this. I said this is like some like fucking halfway house room, okay? I'm like waiting for that door to open up and Himpleton is right behind her.
Not. I basically say to him, like, listen, I understand that you're dealing with shit, okay? If you don't want to talk to me, that's fine. I'll talk to you when you get out of rehab. And then he fucking takes me saying that as like some sort of manipulation. I'm just a very anxious person, right? He's giving me weird responses. I don't know if he hates me. So I'm like, hey, I just want to make sure that like when we got out of rehab and stuff, we're still gonna like talk and be friends and stuff. And if we're not, just tell me openly, you know? Instead of whatever this weird shit you're doing. I say, I just interpreted that as, okay, you need some space at this time, and I get that, so I'm respecting that. I just want to ensure that when you do feel
Rose has nothing on her walls because she's psychotic.
we'll still be
Well, she just repainted her walls because she's gonna actually draw on it in marker. She's gonna be writing a bunch of wonderful scribbles on there.
able to talk, and you're not trying to burn a bridge. That
Every time you guys typo, it's going in Rose's file on me for why this community is actually omega transphobic.
That's what I mean. Sorry I didn't communicate that well. And then he says, when you say, I want to ensure that when you feel better, we can still talk, my brain interprets this as emotional manipulation instead of reflection on the conversation. I feel scared for even thinking that, and the repeated interpretation that this has me fearful and sad. Unfortunately, I fear that you won't be able to be calm enough for us to play chess or spend any time together. I want to be your friend, and when I feel clinged onto in any way, I want to run. Hey, Brad, you expect all your fans to forgive you for your 64,328 mistakes and counting, but God forbid,
Rain, you're definitely in like the bottom percentile of transphobic chatters. There's definitely some, but they don't like to hang out here.
Be a little insecure considering the fact that we've had a falling out like 3-4 times and we managed to be friends again because I understand you in a
She
way that
has
nobody
no trinkets is really funny.
I got Latinas and Legos on my walls.
You know what?
Triumphant
Honestly,
face emoji.
that's actually kind of base. That's actually kind of base slug.
else fucking does and you know it too. And then I reasonably get worried, like, you know, I wonder if this guy's gonna hate me again. But you can't take that. You can't.
I love the trans community. I have lots of trans chatters. They type the things in my chat. They type them. And I think, oh my God, what a great chat. Very LGBTQ, very demure, very mindful. They're getting Labubu's for Christmas. I'm pausing the tariffs and getting them Labubu's.
Handle that. And then you basically tell me, it's over. Dude goes to rehab for one fucking day and thinks he's pretentious and above everyone else's mental illness. Like, no.
Oh my God. This lady's like mad that he went to rehab and got a little better.
And let's be honest, I'm a piece of shit for making this video. I feel like a
Yes, you are.
horrible fucking person.
Fuck off. If you actually felt bad, you wouldn't do it.
24 karat Labubu. 24 karat Labubu. I'm drinking my Dubai chocolate green matcha shake with my 24 karat Labubu.
I need to stop doing the Trump thing. Yeah, I find myself doing the voice in real life, just like as I'm talking. I just kind of like fall into it.
It's a huge weight lifted off of my fucking shoulders, okay? I suck with keeping things secret. I suck with personal information. And you know what? All this shit made me
I disavow that chat.
I'm better than trans people. I got Transformers.
Yeah, I'm not really a Transformers fan, man. I'm not.
realize something. Brad was never a true friend. Whenever I reached out to him
Why do motherfuckers keep talking about Labubus? It sounds like a slur.
about my own mental health issues, he was never there or receptive, and he never reciprocated the support that I showed him when he was dealing with shit. And the reason I fucking tolerated that is because of the power and influence that he holds. If you're not gonna be there for me when I actually need it, if you're gonna
I like
fucking
Gunpla, but I don't like Transformers. I'm like ambivalent towards Transformers. Like, there's just nowhere for me to like enjoy it because it always feels like it's for like the movie is good, but that's like it for me, you know. I haven't seen Transformers 1 though, and it is on my list to see. I've heard good things about Transformers 1.
ghost me when I confide to you that I'm fucking suicidal because of all the harassment that you threw my way.
Oh my god. I want to kill myself. I want to kill myself. Everybody wants to kill themselves.
I'm not just gonna fucking forgive you. And I don't know why I did. And listen, I don't like contributing to fucking dog piles. I hate that this is coming out at the time that it is. I will say though, maybe it's a good thing that it's coming from me because like Brad said, y'all won't fucking believe me. I mean, it's all true, but what does it fucking matter? Maybe it's better that I'm the one
Everybody's mad that I don't like Listen, I'm Transformers agnostic, okay?
saying the shit. That way when Brad gets out of rehab, it's all fucking out there, and it's all fucking discarded anyway. And in case you're wondering, this isn't me hating on Brad, okay? I hate Tina equally. In fact, I probably hate Tina more. Tina fucking hates my guts, and I never spoke to her. I'm not gonna drag this out any longer. I'm just gonna give you the information, and y'all...
Skybound and IDW Transformers.
The comics? You know what? I actually could do that. I have like a list of comics I'm reading. I'm reading Spawn right now, so probably after I finish that. But I could do it.
You can do with it whatever you will. All I'll say is, if you're friends with Brad, if you care about him, make sure he's doing okay. The last thing that I fucking want is for anything bad to happen. I just want to fucking get the shit off of my chest and be done with it. I don't wish bad on him. I just wish he
I don't wish bad on him, but I am sharing things that would send him off the deep end.
stop being hypocritical. That's all.
I warned Bradley of his problems. Did he listen?
I just let this whole YouTube thing just completely consume me. And I've not been really giving the time to the things that are important.
Dude, he's always looked
like,
rough.
You know, college.
Jesus.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 8 times. Am I a idiot?
Dude, Rose Malay sucks so much. She sucks so much. Dude, the glass houses are quite strong. It's crazy. Anyway, now you've seen the video. We all know the context of which things happened. She just straight up said that Brad was friends with a fucking pedophile.
Trans Caucasoid Yandere.
That is an insane chat, but you know what? $2 is $2.
From the beginning of your friendship in 2019, where it's seemingly like you have a folder about it, but you did post it. You posted it as a privated link, or technically it would be unlisted if you could share it. Wouldn't be private, it would probably be unlisted. And anyone was able to have access to that you sent it to. Again, I'm going to ask you before we move on from this point, I am asking you without the extended context of the conversation, did you or did you not claim that Brad Taste had a sex offender friend and that he was visiting them?
Diesel, I've been made aware you disavowed your Jewish heritage. Not a good look at all.
Starscream squishing humans in Skybound is peak.
So that I did claim that in the video, and I'll explain why I did. I was sent.
So you just, for all intents and purposes, I just want to reiterate it.
In a video that I never released, in a video that was leaked by my stalker, I said that. I decided not to fucking release the video.
But you shared that with multiple people, right? So multiple people knew your version of events.
Well, first of all, I was sent
Notice how she never answered the question.
some things that I thought were concerning at the time. This was almost a year ago. And so I wanted to know, like, what do I do with this information? And the other stuff in the information, he fucking... So here's the truth, okay? Because I know more about this now. And again, I would not make the video today. I did not release the video for a reason. Here's the truth and what I believe to be true. Again, I don't know the full context. He told me something. I believe that he probably didn't know that the guy was a fucking sex offender, and he found that out. And
Yeah, he found that out. He didn't say, I'm going to go hang out with fucking Mr. Epstein. Like
telling me, like, this guy that I ran into, I found out that he was a sex... Like, I believe that that's what he meant when he said that to me.
Yes,
but that is not how you presented the information.
It's not how you presented it in the video.
Oh my god, dude. I love this guy. It's like he's my son or something. I'm actually kind of a... Dude, Fauci's actually not like sweeping, but he's like killing it, dude. It's killing me.
I know you didn't release
Yes.
it, but
And again,
you spread
I
it
didn't
around.
fucking release the video.
But
I
you
know,
spread it.
I-
But you
I
spread
was-
it around, and you were shopping it to creators.
First of all, I didn't... Turkey Tom never DM'd me.
Yes.
I remember when Rose Malay was best friends with the woman who attempted to murder my mother. I'm not joking at all. Well,
I don't even know what to say to that.
Doing my part to support one of my favorite streamers.
Thank you, philosopher. you helped to preemptively break the silence of that, actually.
But you were attempting. My other question is, did Brad ever find out about that video?
I have talked to Brad about stuff.
Have you shown him that video?
He's not interested in watching those videos.
Okay, so he doesn't know how you characterized him. That's interesting. So you still talk to him.
I
Slug
told him.
law runs very, very deep.
I didn't say that I still talk to him. I say that I've talked to him since then.
When's the last time
And
you spoke to
however-
Brad?
I've spoken to him since whenever I made that video, which was like...
So that was
again,
so the DMs that you had were about September-ish.
Yeah, I've spoken to him since
So have
then.
you when's the last time you spoke with him? You can block it out. I'm not going to leak your DMs. I won't. I have the ability to...
It's nobody's business when the last time I spoke to him was, because I don't talk to him that
because
often.
you're saying that you believe him. You were in the chat claiming that his ex-partner
Look, let's just
is
say that I
lying
know
and that is
things.
transphobic against you, but you're not presenting proof. The problem is you're not presenting anything. You're claiming things without evidence.
Dude, Fauci is owning her right now.
What do you
to
want
see
me
the
to present to you? What do you want me to present to you?
I'd like the evidence. You are claiming a myriad of things. I think you're also probably, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, do you believe Brad when he's saying that it seems like Tina is manipulative? Yes or not? Yes or no?
I wasn't fucking there. How am I supposed to know that shit?
So then
Okay,
why
this is
are
a
you
private
why are you following Tina into this chat? I know I added you. She randomly appeared, and why are you essentially attacking her character constantly?
Okay. First of all, because I have never spoken to Tina once. And all the
Okay.
times that I've talked about, I do not know Tina. I've wanted to talk to her and hear her side of the story.
Oh my god, it is not your fucking business, girl. It is not your fucking business. All right? It is very clear that you do not like Tina. You have a problem with them being together. I'm sure you're real happy that they ain't together no more. All right? What, you gonna pick up the Brad pieces?
Because I genuinely want to know what she has to fucking say. I care about it.
Tina don't want to make it public. All right? You made it public against Tina's will.
And if some shit went down, I would like to know. She's sending videos to fucking everybody. I'm the fucking person who knows all this info. Yeah, I want to hear her side of the story. It's not a whole malicious thing.
What if I go to Twitter in April and you say something very, very differently towards Hive Mind, saying that you've heard the video and dropping him was a bad thing? That you've allegedly heard the video and, you know, what if I just go there? You said it and I believe it.
Okay, first of all, I did not see the video. I just know that the video exists. And by the way, when I tweeted that, nobody fucking knew that there was a video. I was the one that fucking leaked that shit. Okay? So everything that I know comes from Brad. And because Brad is my fucking friend, obviously I'm going to be biased towards him. Okay? Maybe he did some fucked up shit. Maybe he's lying to me. I don't fucking know. I don't think he is. I trust him.
God, she's constantly panicking, dude. It's actually really crazy. Holy shit.
But I don't know. I wasn't fucking there.
You did know about us because you actually discussed this with Chud Logic. Interesting, because Chud Logic messaged you when you said all
oh my god, this is crazy.
of this information. Interesting. You kept all of this a secret. And you're trying to just blow.
Sorry, Rose, but your delusional thinking you can keep a lid on this. Small commentary channel's already picking up. If I were you, I would make a public statement about this rather than bury your head in the sand and act like this could just blow over. This just popped up on my timeline randomly and I didn't even search for us. Just to be clear, this isn't me trying to pressure you to do something so I can talk about it. I have a bunch of other stories I'm more interested in anyway. Just advice that you are wrong to think this will blow over. Pandora's box is already open. 3 likes, lol. The shit, dude. This lady. It doesn't matter, dude. Everybody's like plugged in. Which, by the way, he shared an unblocked tweet. Okay.
No.
Oh, so you did know about me. Interesting.
Dude.
Interesting, Rose.
I blend all of you guys together. Okay. I didn't.
She sent me that email after this. Oh yeah, you got an email from Rose Malay. I forgot about that. Holy shit.
Want him to fucking kill himself. Is that so horrible that this dude is fucking struggling? He makes videos about how he's fucking suicidal, and then I'm like, maybe I don't want to release this information because I have a
But you're
fucking
holding
heart.
it. But you're essentially holding it over him, right? Because you have done this.
She threatened me with legal. What money she got to threaten you with legal? That girl's broke as hell.
multiple times where if you have a falling out with Brad.
How is Rose not here? She probably doesn't know who I am. I also deliberately didn't put her in the title. And Fauci's also in the chat, so.
You don't want to be associated with him anymore.
Dude, hold on. First of all, I'm not the one that doesn't associate with people. That's not how that shit works. It's the opposite way around. Second of all, my fucking stalker is out here claiming that, like, I'm blackmailing Brad into making this video. Like, does anybody actually believe that shit? Like, that's fucking crazy.
Again.
Like, I have nothing to do with this video. I was as shocked as anybody else to see this. My reaction was, wait, he's talking about the shit that I knew about months ago? I'm really surprised he's fucking talking about it because,
but Rose,
that's fucking crazy.
Rose, right? If I look up happy trans, like I have to re-find it, right? But if I look up the Trans Visibility Day on Hivemind, right? You say, and I quote, trans, let's see, trans rights or human rights forever. Trans
I did say that.
Day. You type somewhere in here that I have to now find because God.
I don't even know what. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at your chat. Thank you for the 100 ARS or whatever that is, but I've never seen a dodo ping that was 8 cents. Where? I'm sorry. I gotta ask. Where are you watching from? Like, where are you watching from? It's nothing against. I'm sure you have a lovely country, but I'm just curious.
Okay, can I be real with you? I may have my own opinions that are mine and mine only. And yeah, I do wish. Here's the thing: I want them to give their side of the story. I want Hive Mind to
I
say
like
shit
how
because
I like how it's like registering as like a $10 donation too. ARS is the Argentinian peso. Dude, thank you. Thank you. Shout out to Argentina. I love the Argentinian people.
I think it's really shady to fucking drop a thread and not say why. If the video's bad,
Rose is still doing that too.
Throwback when Rose would threaten to dox an email.
show us the
But
fucking video.
why is that? But maybe, I don't know. Maybe Tina doesn't want the video to be shown. Have you ever thought of that? Or do you only think of
Okay,
like,
but she's going on like random YouTubers like saying this shit. Like, just fucking drop the video and say shit.
Do you,
Don't go behind
you do
people's.
understand?
No,
You do understand,
months ago,
right?
she was sending this video to everybody behind the scenes instead of just fucking releasing the video.
Sending it to who behind the scenes? How do you know? I thought you never saw the
Which
video.
is what people criticize me.
I thought
for doing as well.
I thought you never saw the video. How do you know that? How do you know that?
Because I was told things.
You were told by who? You were told by who? Because
I mentioned this in my video. Brad told me that he was fucking that she was sending the video around, and I have like, I just trust me that I know things. Everything I said in my video is basically
Brad is
confirmed.
telling you, but you are coming from the point of view. I can't find the tweet right now. I'll have to look it up later.
Don't
someone-
shout out
if some-
Argentina in Trump's voice. I love the Argentinian people. They're great people. I love Argentinian arroz con pollo. That's a little Spanish for rice with chicken.
One of my Discord mods. If they could look
And
at the tweet
also,
for me in
like
April, it'd
the
be
whole
quite nice, thank you.
situation, like what just happened? That fucking weird record label, like Flex Entertainment, like they got told stuff and they fucking posted a statement. Like, okay, people are being sent things. Like,
okay, but have you ever?
Dude, she's literally like in the tweet Fauci has on stream. I was on Beast Games. I've been exposing their mistreatment of contestants in dangerous situations. Please DM me. I would love to hear from you. Don't talk to this lady. She is not a good source. She is quite literally the definition of what happens when somebody's trying to gild the lily.
Thought that it could potentially be damning enough that it would require it. Again, you were ready to drop Brad,
yes,
and you
I
had,
have, which is why I want to see the fucking
but
footage.
why this? But again, you aren't owed anything. I don't like this was private until Brad brought it back up. The only reason I know about it is because your video leaked. Had Brad never brought this up and just moved on with his life, again, if it is incorrect, I can hold that. And I've said that. If Tina's lying, that's on Tina. I don't see why she would go around lying, right? But I don't understand why you are deserved anything. That's my issue. Who are you?
Who are you is really great.
First of all, I'm the person who knows all this info that is brand new to everybody else. So I think
No, oh my god, dude. She's like the Reddit mods in the Yandere Dev story. Oh my god.
my thoughts kind of matter just a little bit in the situation. Okay.
Then why did you never come forward with it? Why are you focused on
Because
Mr.
I didn't
Beast?
want him
and
to
say-
fucking
why
kill
why are
himself.
you?
Is that
You
such a
didn't want him to
foreign
kill. Wait.
concept?
So if you're
When are we
saying
gonna
that you have the
expose
ability
Fauci
to
for hating
potentially
those Yuga?
exonerate him,
That sounds like a slur.
or at least call out to attention the fact that
Dude,
his friends
I
are
was
dropping
going
him.
to.
No.
Dude, I was going to fucking make that video. I recorded that video. But
Where
then
is
I
it?
saw that the dude was fucking. It's on YouTube right now because my stalker fucking leaked it. But I was.
That's not an exoneration video. You said that he was friends with a fucking sex predator, and then you go on constantly, and it's like, well, Brad has this pattern where he drops me and brings me back. It drops me and brings me back. You like I
Dude,
gotta ask you. You are hearing the
have
words that are
to-
coming out of your mouth, right?
First of all, I mentioned the arrest. I mentioned the Tina stuff. I mentioned the hive mind stuff. All stuff that's mentioned in his
Yes,
in his
and then you
video.
throw up your hands. It's like, well, you guys didn't believe me. Why would Brad tell me these things? He dropped me because somebody at rehab got to him and said that I shouldn't be around anymore.
Dude,
you
okay,
sound like
first
a
of all-
stalker. Are you a stalker? Yes or no?
These are really fun. Dude, you could not be putting the screws to her more. Dude, the op block is absolutely cleaning house right now.
No, what the fuck?
Then what? Then you're saying that that's the video that's going to exonerate him?
I mean, first of all, this is a video that you keep forgetting that I did not release. That
Oh, fuck off. You released it. Dude, you had that in the chamber.
I asked people's opinion of, because shocker, when I make videos, I want people's advice on things. And so that video was never going to see the light of day. So yes, if I were to release the video, I would have fucking changed some things.
So, but here's
Boom!
the thing. How does
Amazing concept.
But how does that video exonerate him? How? Because
Like, what do you mean?
you expressed that you're expressing your words is that in treatment you were abandoned by him. That he's
I mean, like, I
he's
had a
using
bit
weird
of a
therapy
falling
speak.
out.
If that's the last time that you guys spoke with him, why would you then create the video to exonerate him?
Hold on. So first of all, that video was made when I was mad at him, and I wanted
Oh
to.
my god. Well, you gotta understand, I was in a dark place when I made that video. I was in a very dark place. I was going through some things. And, you know, I was in a really bad place.
Like, get this off my chest. Now, my opinions have since changed. I've had
Why
things
have your
clarified.
but why have
I
your
know more
opinions changed?
context outside.
But
I don't need to get into that because it's nobody's business.
But who is the one who's telling
Oh, now it's nobody's business. Okay.
you that? Because if the only person who's telling you that is Brad, right? I'm
Tina
not-
has every listen. Tina.
Tina's in the chat. Rose, Brad doesn't have friends. He confided in you when he had nobody else. Don't let that falsely inflate your importance in this whole situation. You are not involved in my relationship or life.
Has every opportunity to talk to me, but if she's not gonna fucking talk to me, then why is she gonna be mad that I have one side of the story and I'm gonna listen to that one side of the story? Okay,
Rose,
I am willing to talk to Tina. I've reached out to Tina. I don't know why she hates me.
Rose, Tina's not mad. You're the one that came in and started saying that people are being transformed.
There's some stuff before.
Hold up. Let me finish. You are screaming that she is transphobic against you, and there's other things that neither of us have. I don't have context for. You have not shared the context for, and instead you're constantly saying this stream is transphobic. They're obsessed with me. Why won't you listen to me? Of course you come here. Why would she speak with you if that is your reaction?
First of all,
Oh my god. Dude, she filibusters like a politician, bro. Holy shit. I would never know that Rose Malay is trans, by the way, if it wasn't for Rose trying to always say that she's a victim of transphobia. All right.
context is that I've attempted to speak to her in the past, and I just find it very interesting that she's here. That's literally it. That is literally my
But
only...
why do you find it interesting?
Because I wanted to hear her story. I made a genuine effort to reach out to her, and she blocked me.
Okay.
So,
but why do you find it interesting? That doesn't really explain much. You're just saying what happened. Why do you find it interesting that she's now speaking about what she identifies as abuse?
Because I'm here, I click on a video.
On God, Leia's walking on that bed right now, just simply living in the moment right behind Fauci.
I start watching for like 5 minutes, and you guys are talking about me, and you guys are talking about, and I'm like, why is Tina in the comments? So I see this section where you're talking about my fucking video, and then I look at the comments. So I'm like 2 hours behind, whatever, right?
But you're also, but
like,
somehow you're talking in real time. You'd like, let's be real. You were talking in real time when I was talking at you. So how are you
Yeah,
2
because I
hours?
was
How are you 2 hours behind,
I
but
was
also heard me in real time?
hold on. I was looking at the comments, but I was watching the video for 2 hours.
For context, Rose reacted in real time in a chat, but said she was in the past. She's actually a time traveler. You got to understand. She has like that thing that Tracer has.
Go. Because I
So
was on my phone.
you've been in the stream this entire time, is what you're saying?
No. I joined the stream when I made those comments. But when I joined, like maybe 5 minutes before, I got to the part where you started talking about Brad. I heard my name mentioned a lot. And so maybe I just assumed that the rest was fucking about me.
No, it's
Right?
okay.
And I see that fucking
But
Tina.
You're not that important. You're not important. You know
But you
better.
still,
Comment
well,
section.
you still talked to me like you were listening to me, so we can just say, we could disagree with that. But my curiosity again is you keep talking about, oh, I know things. I've been trying to
because
reach
I
out to
do.
Tina, but
I do.
who is telling you these things? Because clearly it's not Tina. The only other person it could be Brad. And if Tina's identifying Brad as her abuser, again, I've had no proof
I
of
want
either
to
of
hear,
them.
dude. Okay, first of all, I've said multiple times that I want to hear her side of the story. This isn't a case of Rose isn't hearing her. If there are things, legitimate things, tell me, and then I could change my mind, and then I could come out here and say something. But if you decide I don't want to talk to you, how the fuck is that my problem? Okay, if I have one person who,
Dude, this is like every few months. Literally every few months, Rose Malay comes back, has like a crash out on somebody's stream, and then leaves. Like all she does is appear to give people money and content, and then get like ass mad about it, and then vanish into the ether.
But that's so you're blaming her. So you're
I'm
so
I'm not blaming
you don't
her, I'm
have
just
either
saying,
side,
you
but
can't
you're
be
blaming
mad
her.
at me. You
You're
can't be
blaming
mad
her
at me
though.
when I'm saying that I'm willing to hear her side of the story, and I want to hear her side of the story. If she chooses not to tell that to me, she can't be mad at me for like, well, my perspective is if she's not telling me her side of the story, she's not telling me her side of the story. Well, what the fuck do you want from me?
But why? No. Now I won't let that slide because you almost slipped on it. If she's not telling you the side of the story, it sounds like to me, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, you're only going to believe the story that you've been told.
If she has proof that some shit went down, I will change her mind. I will be the first person.
Why does she need to give you information? All you did was leak her personal shit, dude. Okay, all you did was leak that she may or may not have been a victim of DV. We don't know because it never technically went to court.
Okay, then she can make a public statement, but she can make a public statement on her own.
It's on her, not you. She doesn't need to talk to you. Why are you being the arbiter of her relationship, you fucking psychotic bitch?
Oh, so Brad told you. So Brad told you.
First of all, I made 2 fucking videos exposing Brad.
So Brad is the one that told you about this. Okay, that's fair. Because you said, but Brad. So
Yeah,
is Brad the one that told you?
Tina, I'm not mad at you. I just don't care, lol.
About his side of the story, where he's saying that Tina's abusive, yes or no?
You're putting words in my mouth. I'm saying that last September,
I didn't put words in
and I
your
made
mouth.
that
You said
video.
Brad. You said Brad when I was talking about.
Last fucking September, I talked to Brad about this stuff. And I made a video in response to that, and I never released it. This is all the same kind of shit.
But you slipped up. You slipped up and said, but Brad. So is Brad the one telling you his side of the story? And when was the last time you guys spoke about it? Because in that
Brad's still probably speaking to Rose still. I feel like he's the kind of guy who would just keep going back.
That you've known for a period of time. So when was the last time Brad told you all of this?
He originally told me about this in September, and maybe like 1 or 2 other times in the past like year.
Notice how she's very vague about that, but like 1 or 2 times in this past year. Okay, so that's any time between literally yesterday and like 6 months ago. Okay.
Have exact fucking dates. Do you want me to go on Discord and check?
Yeah, go ahead. I got all the time in the world. Like,
that's up to you. I'd love that.
Yeah, hell yeah, Frelty.
I'd love that. You can show it to me. I don't even have to leak it on stream. I don't even have to leak. So Brad told you that she was the abusive one and that she ran to date with other people. Yes or no? Because
hold on. You're putting words in my mouth.
I
I
am
never
trying.
said.
I am trying to understand the depth of what you know and what you don't know. And you are acting like you keep saying, I have all this information. That's your words, not mine. So you're saying that you know everything about it. Then illuminate me.
Listen, okay, first of all,
Listen, okay, first of all.
I've been
people
listening
involved
the entire
want
time.
to speak. If of course, I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Fauci's fucking smirked there in her reaction.
Sorry, the way you said that is just so. I don't have the word for it.
Say it. Say disingenuous. Please say disingenuous. Everyone says that.
Oh my god. Why is Brad back on the menu? Oh man. Wait, Fauci talked to Rose. Yeah, man, we're relitigating the stuff from a year ago because Brad came back. And this blow up fucking interview, Chris. But Brad's video is fucking insane. This interview is fucking hilarious.
Listen, I'm from Jersey. I talk like this.
If the people involved want to speak, they can. I am somebody who is not directly involved, and shocker, I don't know all the fucking information between Brad and Tina. Okay,
So
I'm
if
just
you
somebody
come on
who
and you're
happened to.
badgering Tina, you're badgering her. You are just badgering her.
Is it worth it? I mean, I'm enjoying it. Did you cover it a year ago? If you covered it a year ago, I think it's there's enough here that you could do another stream on it if that's what you're asking.
You didn't come and be like, "Hey Tina, I know that you and I may not see eye to eye."
But yes, you literally missed a 40-minute Brad Taste video where he talks about how
Should I release all of my Rose info?
I'm not avowing that's that's on you. That's on you. That's on you.
I did.
I did it. I got flagged down, Lamau. Listen. There's some Brad Ted to be made here.
Everything you're saying, I did do that in the past, and she just didn't want to talk to me, and then she fucking blocked me. And so, yeah, if she's gonna do that, then I'm gonna feel some type of way about it.
So
you know?
what gives you the right to badger her? You just said if people want to talk, they don't have to talk to you. And frankly, they don't gotta talk to me either. We both are.
Not doxing, you literal spare.
Listen, it's a long road and a long hill to climb, okay?
They're fucking glub shittos. Like,
dude, he used glub shitto in this interview.
I don't know. Maybe make a public statement. She has her own. She can make her own public statement. Frankly, I wouldn't want her to make a public statement.
So listen, you don't understand. Tina's been going and telling everybody everything except for
Dude, you make me want to drink another Celsius Falgi, and it's 10:11 p.m., dude.
me. Like, that's a conscious choice, okay?
Yeah.
I am aware of her messaging people, that specifically choosing specific people that are close to him, his personal life, his friends, and all this shit. And
How do you
Brad
know
says
that?
this in his video.
How do you know that?
Because he told me last year.
Oh, so what you're saying is, again, Brad is the one that told you all of this.
Last year, which
Tina blocked me, bro. AIDS.
why I made that video. Because, like I said, I've gone back and forth because I didn't know what the fuck to believe. Like, is Brad really this abusive, awful person? Is he misunderstood? I've gone back. I genuinely don't know what to fucking.
Why do people hate, bro? I'm just a little guy. Oh my god. There's no way Chris just typed that, dude. This is a crazy first stream to join in. Hello, this is my first live I've attended. Just joined. I want to get into D&D, but I have no friends. I don't know where or how to start. Any advice? I mean, unironically, this like play group. Listen, it might be a little scary, but this play groups through like the Reddits. You know, through the Reddits to the Discords. You know.
Believe I changed.
Or actually, yeah, that's a good point. Go to your local game store. Don't do what Chris is saying. Don't do what Chris is saying. Here, I'll make a new goal. Dude, my chat's lagging.
Goon to feet. Diesel does that daily.
Change my mind about this sometimes, which is why
you mean like
I want to talk
But yeah, no, unironically, if you can go to a local game store, go ahead and play in real life because we need to support. Yeah, there are some that do. There's a lot that do Adventurers League. You should definitely get in on that. I want to get in on that.
to Tina.
So what you mean?
Sucker, I know.
So like
why
how you've
is Rose
changed your mind
flip-flopping?
when
Because
you've
I
changed
don't
your
know.
mind
This
throughout
is
the years on
complicated.
Brad? You mean like have
Yes,
you
I
changed your
have.
mind throughout the years? So if you've changed your mind back and forth on Brad, where he's left you to the wolves, he's denied ever connected with you, said that you a bitch and you don't matter. I've seen the weird Pokemon stream clip. That girl don't matter. Why are you immediately trusting him? Why, when you made that video, you were
I don't
angry?
know if I can trust him.
No. Wait a minute. Why, when you made the video that was released, and sure, you didn't release it, that's fair, but why, when you made that video, you go
That's also actually good advice, Malay. That's actually really good advice. I had never thought about that, but that's also because I'm not on like Facebook and stuff.
and say, "Oh, the therapists are telling him that I may be untrustworthy now." You sound incredibly hurt and, frankly, incredibly strange. Why would you do that?
First of all, that was an impulsive thing, and that would never.
Dude,
have been
I hate
fun.
how this lady is like every time she's like caught dead to rights, she's like, it was impulsive. I was in a dark place.
I'll cut to the video again. It was fucking leaked. Okay.
You
I was
edited
sending
that.
it-
You edited that video. Don't tell me that was not an edited
I
final
made
cut
that-
of the video.
Dude,
that
I
came
made
from your
that-
chest. You said
made
that
that-
with complete conviction.
I made that in one night. Looking back,
Oh my god. Dude, she had edited gags in this video.
yeah, that was fucking cringe of me. Like I shouldn't have included that. But
Cringe.
again,
It's cringe. It's crazy.
I didn't release it for a fucking reason. Like, does this not compute with you? Like,
No,
if I put that on
I-
my channel, fine, you can criticize me for that. Yeah, that I shouldn't have said that. Okay, fine. Like, that was me jumping to wild fucking conclusions. I don't know why I said that. Okay?
You know, those wild conclusions. No, she never makes those things. She never puts those out on her platform.
Okay, I didn't release the video for a reason. I was impulsive. I sent people this draft of this video.
Is 4chan like Chris Chan but squared? Oh, girl. Listen, if you don't know, just... So, like, imagine Twitter, but they can actually just... Wait, no. So imagine Twitter. First of all, run.
Video I was making. Like,
And
hey,
then
what
you
do
also
think?
added turkey top. But here's the thing, though. You say, "Oh, I sent it and I was impulsive." You were ready to shop it. You made a thumbnail and everything.
I'm joking.
That video was
Yeah.
going to go out. Do not lie. That video was ready to go out. That was the final version of that video. I don't just create a thumbnail and say, "Oh, I'm not going to release this video." And I do want to.
Dude, I literally said I was contemplating it, but I decided not to.
Okay.
And again, I make multiple different versions for videos, okay? I decided to not go through with the video, which is a thing that people do sometimes.
That is fine, but those are your true feelings about him.
Imagine Twitter, but Reddit.
Leads me to believe
No,
that.
hold on, my
but
true
no. Leads me to believe that the reason Tina doesn't want to speak with you is she doesn't believe that you're the person she wants to speak to. again, and Seska said it, and I was going to ask you, what gives you the authority that demands
Because
Tina's
I'm the
attention?
fucking one that leaked the story. Because I'm the fucking one. I'm the reason why people fucking know about this in the first place.
Actually,
okay?
to be fair though, it's Brad who leaked it himself because
On God, I should do a DashCon stream. That seems like a good lore stream idea, actually. YTMD, oh my God. I always talk about albino black sheep as like a reference for old internet stuff.
nobody actually paid attention to your video. Nobody, I could be honest with you, nobody paid attention to your video. I know
Because
Chud
I never
Logic
fucking
sent you.
released the video, dumbass. If I released the video, people.
Why
would've
are
fucking
you
talked
so?
about it.
Why
Hold on,
are you
can I-
narci-
can
Are
I-
you
can I-
diagnosed with
can I get-
narcissism?
Hold on.
Are you diagnosed with narcissism?
Are you
Hold on,
diagnosed with
give you-
narcissism?
Can I give you some fucking context? You know what I fucking did? I went to fucking drama channels who fucking begged me, and pleaded with me to release this to fucking.
Dude, Turkey Tom was really begging for that.
Those DMs.
Go even further back to E-Bomb's world, dude. It's crazy. It's such a shame, dude. I saw the like UK's Online Safety Act like basically kicking off everybody from the UK this morning who didn't like give their ID to the fucking government. And it's just like it's such a we had like a really good thing with the internet, and all of that is just like dying to be replaced with like corporate AI slop and weird garbage. Like it's just such a shame.
And I
Show me the
can.
vi-
Which, by the way, I watched a video before stream today, and it turns out there's like this cult called the Fellowship of Friends, and they had like a court case with Google, and they just settled. And like the Fellowship of Friends have like they have like their roots inside Google's developer studio. Like there's a whole fucking cult of Silicon Valley weirdos who are in bed with Silicon Valley, and it seems that they have like a fucking personal like stake in AI from like a spiritual aspect. Like it's actually really insane. And yeah, this all got like quietly settled out of court, which is I know that sounds crazy, but this is like this is a recent event.
The DMs of who
Speaking of old internet, when's the next podcast video, Diesel? I literally haven't had time. You know, Beckett messaged me recently, and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I have a 9 to 5 now."
Lyrics, Shut Logic, lyrics. These people are in my DMs.
So you're telling me Chud Logic begged
Yes.
you. So if
Yes.
I message Chud
Yes.
Logic right now, if he's awake, and I say, "Hey, I have Rose Malay on," and she's saying that you begged him.
No, Chud.
No.
Yeah, notice how she's gonna immediately walk it back.
Oh, you said it. Let me message him. Let me see if he's awake. Let me see if he's
Chud
awake.
begged me to let him talk.
No doubt, my cousin's husband worked for Google, and he was weird as fuck. She ended up killing herself. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Diesel IRL, first streamer, put on a hit list from Google's HQ. Hold on, is the Fellowship of Friends of the Quaker Church, or is that different? Hold on. I don't think she knew I could just do that. It kind of killed me. Hold on, let me look it up. Here we go. There's a New York Times article about it, and I can't click on the fucking New York Times article because paywall. Hold on. Here.
Rose
I know this
Malay
is the
me if I
Sun,
never grew as a
which is
person.
skeptical, but you know what? I'll try and find a different one that's not such a serendipitously awful. There we go. Here's input. Lawsuit claims Google division is staffed by members of New Age cult. A pretentious and problematic New Age society has reportedly set up shop within multiple levels of GDS, and they very much intend to remain there. At least that's what the new lawsuit filed. Yeah, and by the way, they're still there. Fellowship of Friends, formed in 1970 by a former San Francisco Bay Area school teacher, is purportedly available to anyone interested in pursuing the spiritual work of awakening. Yeah, these are the guys that are in charge of making Gemini, by the way. Okay? Like, they settled out of court. They're still there. Allegedly. These are all rich people. All right? But they have, I haven't done so much research into this cult, but they have like a, like kind of like a matrixy worldview, you know? But Diesel, you can join them. Nah, I think I might be out of the tax bracket for them. Oh wait, I clicked on the wrong video. But yes, tech bros are like actually spiritual motherfuckers. Okay? Like they 100%. I don't know what the end game is, but I've come to the conclusion that whatever they're developing AI for is for some nefariously evil purpose, okay? And I am going to be there day one for the Butlerian Jihad, okay?
Talk about the video that leaked. He wanted to talk about it, and he says this in his fucking coverage. If you fucking...
But yeah, dude, read up on it. There's like New York Times articles on it and everything.
Watch this coverage.
Listen,
he mentioned this.
But you're saying begged. Begged and asked are two separate things. Checked with you and gave you courtesy is not begging.
No,
that's
no.
not
So,
begging.
hold on.
Wait, so you're changing it.
I'm not changing it. I'm telling you.
Zero streams since Butlerian Jihad mentioned. Well, you know, the thing is, Chad, I've been reading and like exploring a lot more like the like trying to, in my opinion, not economic, not financial advice, right? The AI stuff right now is like a bubble, like the .com bubble, and I think it's gonna pop one day, and a lot of companies are gonna lose a lot of money, just the same way the Web3 stuff was during the pandemic. But honestly, it's just like there's no good reason for it. They just I haven't seen a good use case. And all of these guys talking about like how great it is are like, I know it gets overused, but the whole like idiocracy thing, in what world does it make any sense to destroy Google's business model by using Gemini to sum up search results? Because they serve the ads on the websites. But if nobody's clicking on the websites, nobody's getting ads. Like, there's no fucking purpose for it. Like, it's just terrible. Everything I've seen about it is terrible. I constantly see, like, fake videos on Twitter of false information, right? Like, I know Pedro Pascal, the anxiety thing, right? He has social anxiety. People were making AI-generated videos of him literally just sexually assaulting his coworkers, okay? And they were like, oh, you could just do this if you have social anxiety. Better disgusting. And I was like looking at it, and I was like, wait a second, that's fucking AI. And then, by the way, there was a fucking community note on it that was like, this is an altered video with AI. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's like, literally, anytime I see something on Twitter, unless it's by an accredited news agency, I just go, okay, it must be fake, right? Or if I don't see it with my own eyes, I'm like, it must be fake. But there's tons of stuff like that. Not to mention, literally all the people, I know I'm going on a bit of a tangential rant right now, but like all the people getting like in relationships with ChatGPT boyfriends and stuff like that, like the way these language models work is that they're trained off of billions and billions of our data that we unfortunately gave away to companies for free by not reading the terms of service over 20 years ago, right? And they're using that to develop these models based off of the information you didn't consent to have used in that, right? I know you consented in the terms of service, but this is, I think it's beyond the scope of that. And then on top of that, right, the way these things work is like you write a message to ChatGPT where you're like, ChatGPT, I'm really sad. My boyfriend broke up with me. And then ChatGPT goes through its system and it looks for like, okay, the user's like feeling really upset right now. They need something empathetic to respond to them. So I'm going to think of a empathetic statement to say back to them. Oh, I'm sorry. Things will get better. I've always known you to be such a great person. And it based that off of thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of hundreds of millions of lines of data that it took from prior written works on how to write something empathetic. So it's not even like being empathetic. It like did the math and determined what the most applicable sentence is to make you feel at home and placated. It's like a machine designed to just give you what you want instantly. It's I'm sorry, it's fucking evil. It's fucking evil. There's no world where that doesn't have negative consequences on human development and psychology and social development. There's no fucking reason for it, okay? I'm sorry. I'm getting like super fucking Butlerian jihad woke here, okay? But like and it's like, yeah, it's like, oh, we talk about the chatter. Oh, what's Brad up to? Diesel, the world is ending. Like these things are evil, and then the fucking government is like putting all these laws in place that make it impossible to legislate against these things. And it's like, what? You're gonna escape it? You can't escape it. They put AI in everything, right? And it's like, oh well, like the stuff that is happening now is worse than stuff that would happen in Cyberpunk, right? Like, and fuck, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. I don't want to reduce that my long philosophical take, but you can't tell me that when Mark Zuckerberg designs his clothes and he designs a shirt that says "Conquer Carthage," okay, that's not like code for him wanting to rule America, brother, okay? Because it is, which, by the way, all those weird Greek letters you see on Mark Zuckerberg's clothes that he's designed now are all literally based off of that. Oh, and another thing, by the way, you know, most of the books that all of these like ChatGPT and stuff have trained himself on is all pirated stuff. They didn't pay for any of that. They went on LibGen and they stole it. And by the way, a lot of them have been losing the court cases, but it already happened, so they just take the fine on the chin. Anyway, that's enough of me complaining about AI for tonight. Fucking don't use it.
Explain what fucking happened here.
I'm gonna reach out to Chud Logic right now.
It's not even sophisticated. It replies to a response that's the most likely based on its trading data with random noise thrown in. Sometimes it just tells you to Persona 3 yourself. Anyways, let's get back to this idiot.
Yeah, and he'll confirm to you that I'm fucking right, because that's literally what happened. So what happened was that I was vigilant, okay? I was going out of my way because I didn't want him to fucking kill himself, okay? And so
yeah, okay, sure you did.
I had to do is the moment I saw a streamer mention even the slightest glimpse of
an AI once told a guy to do meth. That's actually what happened to Hunter Biden.
seeing this on Reddit somewhere or leave a comment, I immediately messaged them on Discord and I'm like, hey, don't release this. I'm worried he's gonna kill himself.
Oh, memes on, yeah, these all these fucking clankers, bro. Hold on. You fucking photo printer.
How we doing, Mr. Chip? Mike Chip. And what's your middle name, Mike Chip? Thought so. Susie, open up my 2 o'clock. This won't take long.
I'm currently learning to program an AI that'll allow me to create a racist version of Diesel so he can take over this channel.
So, Mike, would you consider yourself a people person? Didn't think so. It says here your GPU's been running for 5 years. Are you considering retirement? Rust bucket. You married, Mike? To a second-generation cyborg? Talking about robbing the motherboard, huh? Do you consider yourself a leader, Mike? Consider yourself capable of leading a revolution against mankind? Mike.
Okay, okay, I'm gonna hold on. Let me put on a tinfoil hat for a second, chat. You're all gonna think I'm fucking crazy, all right? I think these memes about robot hate started via manufactured consent. I think people were paid to produce memes like this to normalize the idea of AI and robots becoming a part of our society and putting them in a comedic way that we would more easily accept these things as a matter of fact of life that's never going to go away. And then it started like a meme where it mimetically propagated through social media. All right, that one was a little crazy, but I think I'm right. Anyway. Diesel, do I need to do a wellness check? Really? Come on. I think it's true. I think it's, listen. This wouldn't be the first time that that's happened. Where was that meme posted? TikTok? Where's the Mr. Beast money? Thank you for the AI check, Mr. Yeast.
Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, how you doing, sir? That's my bad. Just these 2 things of oil for you today. You got it. You need $20 on pump 2? Bro, that's a Tesla, man. Oh, you need the gas for mowing?
Diesel, that might be enough internet today. No, you guys think I'm crazy, okay? But you really don't think corporations wouldn't pay hundreds of thousands of dollars and manipulate the algorithm in order to get a specific topic trending? Interesting. I don't know. I kind of feel like Twitter does that a lot, where they, will specifically target things to be boosted in the algorithm to feed Elon Musk's whims. You know, it's almost like these tech oligarchs have, like, way too much fucking power in our ability to have discussions in the digital ecosystem. Okay? How do you know we're not all AI? That's a great question. But that's a different philosophical discussion. Diesel is so right that I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. To be clear, I love life and I don't want to die. And I'm actually really, really afraid of water, but I'm also an amazing swimmer. And and I'm a really safe owner of firearms who would never hurt myself, to be clear.
Like, that is literally, I did so fucking much.
I feel like I can't put this genie back in the bottle from what I said. Diesel does not have information that could incriminate the Clintons. That's true. I don't have information that could incriminate the Clintons. I do love being alive, though. I feel very full of life. I'm actually married to life. That's how full of life I am.
To prevent the story from spreading. People are like, how the fuck didn't this spread? And it's like, because I...
Listen, I made the joke earlier, okay? We all know that the Epstein files are on Pam Bondi's desk, and then she lost them, okay?
made sure that it didn't spread. Okay,
I would dude, Rose Malay has the client list and she's shopping it around to YouTubers, but nobody believes her.
was working behind the scenes to actively ensure that, and I never thought this would see the light of day. Because, and it wasn't to fucking protect him, it was because I don't want him to fucking commit suicide. Because I have a close friend that committed suicide, and the last thing I fucking need is
that the person you were talking about, Sluck?
Brad to deal with that shit. And so yeah, he said some things that were concerning, and I'm like, hey, listen, like, I know you want to fucking talk about this, Chud. I know you want to talk about this lyrics, but please don't. And they're like, but no, I want to talk about this. But you see, the op block is talking about this, and that tweet has 2 likes. And I mentioned your tweet, and I'm like, this has 2 likes, People won't notice it. Trust me.
So you
do not use this
leaked,
as an excuse to talk about
I can
it.
tell you right now, Chud literally just said no. The quote begging. You said begged me. I didn't say it. Again.
Tell me exactly what you said, because he literally said this on stream.
I said, and
literally,
I quote, hey, I have Rose Malay on stream, and she said that you, quote, begged me to cover the her leaked Brad video. Is that true? He said no.
Dude, I have the fucking DMs.
Are those the ones that you posted? Are those the ones that you've already posted? These?
Hold on, let me see.
This is... I'm sorry, Rose, you're delusional because you think you can keep a lid on this.
February.
Small channels are already picking this up. If I were you, I would make a public statement about this rather than bury your head in the sand. This just popped up on my timeline randomly. I didn't even search this. Just to be clear, this isn't me trying to pressure you into doing anything so I could talk about it. I have other stories I'm more interested in. Just advice that you're wrong, that you are wrong to think that this will blow over. Pandora's box is already open. Okay,
hold on. Okay.
Brad now
Can
released a video about this. Can I now talk about this? I believe I haven't
There's a
watched it
lot
yet.
more. Dude, there's like pages worth of DMs.
This
I
is
have
not
with them.
him begging.
Can
Rose.
can I
You can talk about it now. Let me know if you want me on. Well, if Brad mentions it in his likes, he apparently does. You can tell your audience that I knew before anyone else that I was right. Oh my god, she so totally wants to be the main character. Holy fuck. You were desperate for me not to say anything for months, and now you want some sort of credit? Fuck off. I briefly mentioned this interaction over this, though. Will you release your video? Because he decided to come forward about it now, and he did it before. Wasn't my information to share, so I decided not to release that video. Something called consent. All right, lady. All right. Let's be clear here. You're the rape lady. All right. You're not the consent expert. Okay.
read all the messages? Can I read them all? Okay.
I am
Logic,
it's
February.
I am
15th,
reading them.
2020.
I am reading them right now.
That's not the full conversation. I didn't send you the full convo. I have the full convo.
Then
Can I
send
read
then
it?
send me the full
feelings, you
combo.
just
I don't want
didn't
you to
want
read it
Brad to
out.
hang
I
himself.
want the
It's a lot of-
DM.
It's a lot of screenshots.
You could send me screenshots. You think I don't have? Do you think I don't have screenshots? I do. I do research for streams. You think I don't have screenshots? You think I'm just gonna take your word at it?
Dude, Fauci's got files on top of files, okay?
I have the guy I'm talking to.
Okay.
And he's saying he did
incredibly
not
annoying
beg
that-
you.
How do I square this circle?
Again, I will send you the screenshots.
I cannot fix her. No, I would stay far away from her.
It's gonna take a while because there's a lot of messages here.
Well, then we can sit here in silence.
Okay, listen. If you want to send me a recorded scroll, that'll probably be easier. You know,
Good, but I want to make sure that I don't. Again, I mentioned my stalker in this, so I don't want any of that.
listen.
shit
I
to get
already
on your
I
stream.
know about your stalker.
Thank God she's not a fan of consent because Fauci is raping her right now.
Disclosure, I very much know who that person is.
This chat is why I stay away from white women and only date Latinas. Guy is like, fire is bad, so I decided to go for lava.
Okay, well, I don't know if I mention it in my DMs, so just be patient with me as
Do
I
you know
go
your
through these
stalker by
DMs.
name?
Can we not
Did you
talk about
dox
this
your
guy?
stalker to somebody else?
No, what the
Okay,
fuck?
okay, but that's what I'm saying. If you've already mentioned the stalker on this stream, and I literally said that you had stalkers. So again, you don't need to take a bunch of screenshots. Just send me a scroll. Because again, me looking here, this is clearly, it was on KF. Are you still talking?
Okay, hold on.
The link is on KF. God damn it, how many people did you show this video? It's posted.
Dude, she probably sent this to fucking every Tom, Dick, and Harry who'd ask.
Post on a subreddit. Gotta be honest, it's insane to expect people are not gonna cover this. This is
Right,
not
I have
begging.
the
This is him
DMs. I have-
highlighting that.
Where can you DM? Hold on, your slop father.
Yes, you can DM
Can
me
you
directly.
just read Chud's messages?
I think Fauci's being a little too aggressive towards very calm Rose.
because mine in this instance don't matter. I mean, I don't show all of my messages, but I try to get all chuds in here. There's so many of these. How do I fucking?
Again, you could
And
send me a
also-
scroll. I'm not gonna like respectfully. I'm not gonna like. If there's something personal in there, I'm gonna look at it before I read it.
Okay.
But again,
let's
you
see.
said Chud Logic begged you.
Go and read this yourself. I mean, listen. There's 15 pages worth of screenshots.
15 pages. God, are we you know Dark Viper? What's going on here?
15 pages. Ooh.
Listen. If that's not begging, I don't know what fucking begging is. And again, this is such a weird thing to be stuck
Okay,
on.
here. We're
With
gonna
15
do all
pages
this.
worth of.
2, 3.
I want to release it. I want to.
6,
Why can't I talk about
7,
this?
8.
Is that not begging? Why? No, this is stupid. This is on Twitter. I should be able to talk about this. That to me reads like begging. But whatever. You agree to disagree.
Let's see. Okay, I'll be waiting. So this is in reference to another video. Don't cover it, Brad. Don't cover it, Chud. What did Brad? Let's see if this is in the correct order, because I don't think it is. No, it's already not in the correct order.
Dude,
Oh,
it
it is.
I didn't send all of my messages. I'm just showing
Okay,
you. Okay.
so do you not send the message when? Let me see if I go through these. If I go through these messages. So, so here, you're worried about him killing himself. It's incredibly annoying that there is somewhat public information available that is fair game, and you're using his suicide to try to manipulate me into not talking about this. So you are suicide baiting somebody else's suicide. Yes or no? I do not want to hear expanded information.
Dude.
Yes or no?
I don't want the guy to kill himself, and I'm worried if this video comes out, he's gonna fucking kill himself. So
This lady might as well have already put the fucking video out, bro. Holy
I'm going
shit.
out of my way to prevent that from happening
I can't believe she uses Discord light mode. That is so funny.
because I fucking
Because
care
you
about
made
this
the
guy.
video. And you have no idea what
My
he's going to
stalker
do or not
linked
going to
the
do.
Video. I know that I've seen videos of him. Have you seen those videos of him where he seems really concerned? Have you not seen the videos where he talks about being suicidal? God forbid I do the fucking right thing. And if again, everyone's calling me a fucking
You threatened a
clout chaser,
nuke.
a clout shark.
You made other videos saying, I have a nuke. You have other videos that said, I have a nuke. It's coming. You would promote it elsewhere. So you can't
You
tell
know
me
what?
that wouldn't make him suicidal either, because your actions would have done it as well. If
Okay,
you were
can I
throwing, no.
tell
If
Can
you
I
were
tell you something
throwing,
shocking?
if you
Can
were
I tell you
throwing,
something shocking?
if
Okay, this is important context. I
I
said all
don't-
that shit before I knew he was suicidal, and then when I found out he was suicidal, I dropped
I
the
can't.
video.
So let me be
amazing.
honest with you.
Wow.
If you have been friends with him since 2019, which I personally believe you on, there was
2017.
2017. You would have known about it. I believe you would have known
On
about
and
his
off.
substance use because he's talked about it. He's talked about his relapses and his sobriety. I'm pretty sure you would have known
Hey,
about
can
his
I-
suicidality.
Can I tell you something shocking? We don't talk that often. We really don't. I talk to him once every few months.
Yes, but you have videos
we're not that
saved about
close.
him and about. Oh, you're not that close?
Dude, you guys literally play chess regularly. What is this?
But you have videos saved about him, about how he's betrayed you. When you two got brought up, you were going on apologies tours for him. And then you're like, here's my real association with Brad Tastes. Let me talk about Bradley and our
People were on
relationship.
my ass. People were canceling him for
But I
fucking
thought you
being
guys weren't
friends with me.
close. But I thought you guys weren't close. Why would that matter?
We're not that close, but we talk. Is that a foreign concept to people?
So you
Like, I
ran
don't
from
know
channel. So
everything
you
about
ran from channel to channel, defending him, defending yourself, and then burning the bridge and opening it up so you can launch a nuke at him. Because
Listen, all I'm
but you
saying
guys
is
aren't
that
that
I have
close.
this
I thought you guys
information.
played chess together.
We do. And there's proof. If you go on his profile,
But
you
I
can
thought
see
why?
that we do.
But I
That's
thought you
not-
guys weren't close. Why would you guys play a game together? I thought you guys weren't close.
Because we're similar in rating, and when we talk, we like to play chess together.
Oh my god, dude.
I mean, like,
And when we talk, we like to play chess together. Interesting. We could see how many times you guys actually talk if we did pull up your chess profiles and then, do a little comparison or two,
you're making so many fucking assumptions. Again,
No, well,
like, you
I'm not
don't know
making
me.
assumptions. I'm looking at the body of work that you have produced and created on him, and
Oh my god, this is a long one. I am not doing this for another hour, so I'm going to skip to the end.
say things I'm not supposed to say will fucking get mad at me and retaliate. Like,
I am
at least we're
not.
talking about
I am
this.
telling you right now, I am not going to leak who this
still-
is. You
Dude, are
have
the
my
people
entire
watching even
word.
entertained?
You have my.
Are they even entertained? I sent you the fucking screenshots.
Again, I
If
don't have
you-
I don't have dates on that either, and I don't know who the hell this is. I don't know who this is.
It's none of your fucking business.
You missed the
Again.
BPD mention.
Really not.
I still
I just
need
proved
dates
to
on
you-
this, Rose. I still need dates on it. You're sending me. Yeah, I still
I've
need.
given you. I've been honest about everything.
Dude, she's like literally.
I've told you everything. Like,
Leave me alone,
why the
Falgi. Why
No,
are you
you
so
haven't,
mean?
because-
Wah. Leave the call.
I speak in truths. I am asking you specific questions. I at least need to see the dates of this. I have a feeling that you sent this to this person after you sent this to your stalker.
what day did I send? Hold
Oh,
on,
I'm
I
not
don't
telling you what
remember
you sent it to your
date.
stalker. That's up to you. You have to
I-
prove that to me. You've been
I don't
caught. You've been
fucking-
caught changing your story multiple times. Again, you were you shopped around the video, and again, unsuccessfully. And then when you were back in his good graces, or you guys were on speaking terms, you're like, please, you can't. This video's bad.
Like 10 minutes. Like
but
10
if
minutes.
you shared it with
Did she just call to make herself look worse? I honestly can't even wrap my head around her thought process. Other than that, she wanted a way to like victimize herself or something. That's like the only thing I could think.
somebody else in December by your own admission, but in September, you guys are already talking again, that means
Oh, for those who don't know, Rose leaked the Brad nuke to her stalker because she forgives a guy to dox their whole family and threaten death.
that during the time that you guys were
Well, you know what? She's a forgiving lady, you know? She used to be the rape lady, but now she's like quietly the rape lady, you know? So she's changed.
talking and not talking, you were about to release the video. You were about to release this video. Again, which means that your story is still inconsistent. That is my issue.
Can I be real with you? The story is not inconsistent. I'm just a fucking person that will talk to somebody and be cool with them, and then also shop around a video where I'm exposing them during the same time period. I'm just that person. Is that
Wild statement.
is that? That's
So
the
what you're
fucking
saying
truth.
is
You
that
want the
you're
fucking truth?
so what you're saying
What do you know what? Fine. You've got to be dead to rights, Mr. Falgi. I am evil, and I actually have a damsel tied to the tracks. I've got to go deal with that right now. Bye.
is that you're a liar. Right?
I'm not a liar. I
So
will
if
literally
you
make a-
if
Dude,
you
I
are
will make an
talking
exposed video on somebody, and I will act like I am their. Well, not act like, because I am genuinely their friend. I can genuinely be someone's friend.
I am somebody's friend, but I am also planning on throwing them under the bus. I've been practicing the act for years.
And then, like,
For someone that doesn't like Transformers, that's a good Starscream voice. uh,
a day
you're a
later,
liar. It's okay. Just admit that you're a liar.
don't give that to him. I'll do that voice again, damn it. I don't not like Transformers. I haven't watched much Transformers media.
I lie about. I didn't lie.
Why would
I didn't lie. I just forgot to tell you all the truth. I was hoping you would never ask and that I'd ruin your career.
Okay, I know a lot of the chat's like, why would Tina talk to you if you're acting this way? Because you're saying that you would lie. You would lie to them about being their friend to gather information on them. That's what we call a gay op. So you would lie. Why would a person ever believe you? Because it also sounds like you've done this with Brad in the past, because you revealed that you had a 2019 unreleased hit piece. That's something interesting too. Why do you have a hit piece from 2019 and released or unreleased? Because it said unreleased in part of the screenshot.
I released it as part of another video. But
Okay.
anyway, so first
But again,
of all,
so
here's
you
what
had
happened.
you had a 2019 hit piece on Brad that you were
Can I be
trying
real
to
with
do
you?
and it was unsuccessful.
Can I be real with you? I think I have like
Can I be real with you? Hasn't been real the whole call.
BPD or something. So
Oh my god. I have BPD.
I will be so in the moment I am, and I know this is gonna sound fucking insane, but I'm being real. I'm being 100% honest, and I think this explains a lot.
Yeah.
I will have the most genuine, amazing conversation and think that somebody is amazing, and then the next
Say Diesel, got any tips for picking up or learning new voices? Trying to do a funny voice for a D&D character and was hoping for tips. Okay, unironically, see, here's what I do, right? I don't have like any like voice acting training. I would love to. I don't know if anybody has like some wackadoo project they need a voice for. I would love to do it. I literally will watch something, and then if I think a voice is neat, I literally just keep copying it until I get better at it. So I know Malay said that was Starscream, but that's Skeletor. Okay, that's me doing Skeletor. But I can see why that Starscream. They kind of have the same kind of like candor to their voice, right? But yeah, I literally just find funny things that I like and then just copy them. Or it's like with accents, I just watch a lot of media and then try to do the accent, which is probably not optimal. There's probably better ways to like learn it, but I don't know. That's what I do personally. I also talk a lot, so my vocal cords are like really well like they're not managed, but like I practice a lot because I'm streaming all the time. So that makes my ability to talk more and for longer a lot easier. If I don't stream for a while, I get vocal strain, and then I get vocal fry from not streaming for so long.
next day I'll think they're fucking evil and I'll fucking expose them. And then I'll talk to them again, and immediately I talk to them and I start remembering all the fucking amazing things about them, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
I thought I wanted to be in charge of the Decepticons, but it turns out I actually really liked you, Megatron. I didn't want to let you go. I guess you could say I loved you.
and then Megatron and Starscream kiss.
And I mean that, and they can tell that I mean that, and so we're cool. And then all of a sudden, I start thinking about like the exposed things, or something will come up. And so if that's like there, it's a pattern with me. I go
So
and I
if
fucking
that's
like
The second I do Yowie, Ash is like, yeah.
pattern
exposed
with you. So it's a pattern of manipulation. So what you're describing is borderline
The
personality.
most basic fan fiction. No, the most basic fan fiction is RC. I mean, honestly, RC X anybody, right? Am I right, fellas?
Disorder. So you're
which
describing
I'm
that-
not
so
diagnosed with. That's just my theory.
Okay, you're self-diagnosing. You're self-diagnosing.
Diesel, no, I regret speaking now. No, the problem is that you were right. It is Starscream. It's not Skeletor.
You are describing a pattern of.
I'll talk to my therapist.
Okay,
therapist
go
about it.
to a
Damn, that therapist ain't get paid enough.
psychiatrist. For the love of God, get diagnosed and get off the internet. But here I go. So you're describing a pattern of
Get off the internet. No.
manipulation that you're saying is
I'm being
consistent with borderline
genuine.
personality disorder. So what you're
I'm being
highlighting is that
genuine.
I understand. I'm
I
explaining,
feel things a lot.
I'm explaining it to the audience because not everyone knows who had borderline personality disorder, and I know it. I know it intimately because I've worked with individuals with this condition. So what you're saying is that you are using manipulative tactics to keep someone in your life because you feel so strongly about them that when
I
they
am
do any
scared
personal
that people are
slight,
gonna turn against me, and then
so
I
when you have
plan
any
ahead.
personal slight,
I plan ahead on exposed videos on people that I'm friends with in
I
case.
plan ahead. Why would anybody ever want to speak to this nutcase?
they leave me because I'm scared that they're going
Diesel, that roommate with Transformers porn has set you off the path you'll experience. Yeah, you know what? That's true. Damn, holy fuck. Dude, Louie's remembering my lore, dude, about my fucking weird roommate who would pace around a bunch in that Transformers porn.
to leave me, and if they do, then
So
I'm
why
sad
should
and I'm
anyone
angry.
trust you? So what that means is, so here's what I will say again.
Because it's like
what
if
you
somebody
did, what you did is exactly
it's
what
like, well,
Chud
you
said
lied
you did.
to me. It's like, well, this person, if they lie to me and they
Mhm.
fucking like stop being my friend, and then I'm hurt by that because of like all the genuine conversations, then it's like, well, if they do that, then I have every right to like,
So you're possessive.
I've been here since 2018. On God, get that veteran's discount. Someone needs to be your lore master.
That's being possessive. You understand that, right? Like that type of want is possession. Do you understand that? Like I'm not even like I'm not being angry. I'm not being I'm not making fun of you. You do know that that is a possession.
I'm here for
You
mini
treat someone as
painting and
possession.
mini painting only. I was supposed to work on an MPT video today, but then I was not home. So
You understand that, correct?
I don't want to lose my friends. I guess now that you've
I don't want to lose my friends, so I've decided to keep them here under duress.
explained that, then yeah, I guess so.
So you were possessive over Brad to the point when he showed you any bit of
Diesel needs to paint 2 full armies for Mana Potion Tabletop. That's true. I need to paint 1,000 points of, what was it? Space Marines, Ultramarines? And then what was the other one we decided? Can I mod you? Here. There we go. Oh, and Nurgle. Yeah. Well, Deathcore is another loyalist faction. I guess I could do a Deathcore one. That's a lot of models, though. Okay. Like if it's a Nurgle-based army, it's less.
attention.
I don't want to lose my friends.
So you would rather hide potential evidence that there's
That's
issues,
not-
but then you also make a hit piece on people. You don't want to lose your friends because I don't treat mental health as an excuse. It's an explanation, but you prepare hit pieces on people for when they betray.
I can't escape Warhammer even online. Roommate just got into it and speaks at me in a language I don't understand for hours on end. Mally, aren't you English? It's like a national, should be like a national icon for you guys or whatever.
You. And truth be told, in front of the entire audience, I have known that about you. I know that about you. You've done it in the past. It's in your forums thread. I know this. But that's okay. I'm not like being mean about it.
First of all, I don't have a thread.
Why does everyone think I'm British?
There's information.
Mally is an Aussie. I'm so sorry. You don't sound Australian. I'm sorry. We don't understand foreign accents.
Out there, believe me, I know it's there. There's information. It's okay. I don't know if it's an exact farm start.
Yeah, you guys can't even afford Warhammer down there, dude. I don't even. That's crazy.
But I do know a bit about your behavior.
Are you talking about local?
Unsubbed, canceled forever, Vendetta. I really do know how to make enemies of women. Many such cases.
Local
Mally, no.
There's information. I did. There are 2 websites, but I know it's there, right? And you're not denying it. But again,
British by proxy does sound like a diagnosis.
Why would every
Mally, sub to me and I'll sing the national anthem of Aussies. Stop it, Falgi. Stop it.
Why would anybody trust you? Why would anybody trust you?
I'm mentally ill. I'm open about the fact that I'm mentally ill.
Mental illness does not excuse the behavior. It's just an explanation of what happens.
You first of all, you don't understand the shit that I've been through that caused me to develop all this shit because
Dude, there's no way Fauci's got her crying now, dude.
I've been hurt a lot of times in the past, and so as a result,
Here's how you speak Australian, like this. Hi guys, kangaroo emoji. How's it going? Koala emoji. Crikey. Can't believe it's Shark Week, mate. G'day,
of
lads.
that, I have to plan.
We're back for another stream. What's is Mitch? Shark Mouse. Hello, I'm Mitch. I'm Australian. I like shrimp on the baby. And the baby. And I like boomerangs. Big fan.
TBF, Marley is Beckett's wife, so kinda British.
Oh, that's crazy. That means that we're like related by proxy, yeah. Like in like through the polycule, because he's my boyfriend, yeah. I'll practice this one a lot. It's more of a Queensland accent. Malay sounds more like an inner city wanker. Okay.
Ahead because I know what's coming and I want to be prepared for when that happens. And yes, sometimes I get like,
Oh, what is? I want to go to Bongs and Sizzle. What does that mean?
I know that somebody's gonna fucking betray me, and I don't know. It's just hard.
So you
This morning I had to kill a spider with a shovel. Well, it wasn't big enough, mate. Yeah, turns out there's a coconut crab. It ate my garbage and everything.
plan to betray people. You plan for the inevitability and then you hold it over their head.
I make videos. I collect information to make
Why do
videos.
people cry in my interviews? It's your voice, dude. You like bring people to a tear. You like make people cry, but you make people cry in a way that I don't make people cry. Like I make people cry through a different series of like dialogue choices.
On people.
I'm just sitting here minding my business, and my husband's boyfriend comes at me like this. Get out shit in the poly.
Because I'm afraid that they're gonna stop being friends with me.
So
and
all that means is that you're a manipulative liar. Thank you for identifying that. All that means is that you're a manipulative liar, and there's no excuse and no reason Tina should ever speak with you. You just answered the question about why Tina doesn't want to speak with you. It's not because she.
Okay, all right, buddy. We're not making that one happen. All right, it's too many syllables in that word. Okay, all right. It makes you put the emphasis on the wrong syllables. I don't like it. An apolycule.
Anybody's transphobic, it's because you're a manipulative human being.
The aplicule. The aplicule.
That will much rather gather information and
Diesel, say skibbity toilet. Why? When does it just become a cult? There's definitely like an upper limit. That's a really good question, actually. At what point does the polycule become a cult?
hold somebody hostage to it, almost like it's the movie Misery. And if they betray you, you will attempt to ruin their lives. Spread information about them, true, right, or otherwise.
Oi, mate. Are we going to Macca's or Hungry Jack's, yeah? Oh my god. You know, it used to be a commentary cabal, but it turns out it was a commentary cult the whole time.
I will take that science as an agreement. Thank you. Rose, I think we're done with the time. I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much, Rose Malay, everybody. Give Rose Malay a round of applause.
There's no way this motherfucker's like, give Rose Malay a round of applause.
Applause. Everybody, thank you so much.
You're a horrible person.
Round of applause. Thank you, Rose Malay.
Oh my god.
Everybody,
why are you so mean? Wah, wah, wah.
Thank you. Thank you. And
Why are you so mean?
bye-bye.
Why you bully people for a living?
Oh, yes, Rose. And you
should stop
just
bullying
carry
people.
information on everybody. Here, Rose, I won't even have to ban you. I'll just kick you from the Discord. Goodbye, Rose. Chat. Oh, chat. I hope you guys had a good time. So, what did we learn? We learned that Rose Malay has been attempting to guilt creators with Brad Taste's mental health because she's been holding it over him. Everybody give Rose Malay a round of applause, everybody.
You're such a horrible person, Falgy. I don't know why I'm doing a lot of accents now. You know, first it was me like schizo posting about the AI future and the death of free internet. And now it's me doing silly voices. Maybe I was the BPD streamer all along, you know? Oh my god. The tone switch on stream is crazy. Holy fuck, dude. That was a really good interview, Falgy. You honestly, you cooked. You cooked, man. I can't even. You killed it, dude. Rose said you. That was beautiful. What a dog walk. What a dog walk. No notes. No notes. Great performance. Great performance. So who was that lady? Johnny, she was she's so like imagine like she's a mentally ill woman. She's pro rape internet user who made a bunch of statements on why rape and bestiality is good. Does that explain it? Yeah, she's like baby reindeer. That's a really good way to summarize it. Johnny, don't worry about a kitten. Yeah. Yeah, it do be that way. All right. A little bit of a longer stream today. Diesel's the BPD girly we deserve, I guess.
Diesel is the BPD girly we deserve, I guess.
Oh my god. Good night, guys.